Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox at gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
The Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 229.
Suck it.
Nick.
Suck it.
Nick, what the fuck, dude?
Nick.
My kid called. Nick. What do you want me to do?
Okay. You also had your volume up and it was echoing back like into the mic.
Oh, that's because I am bad at this.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, you should know better than anybody. You pretty much run YouTube, Saints. No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no. I mean, well, you can tell that's the case when we end up not having a show or something like that. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna bring me around, you got to count on at least one technical difficulty.
Well, that's your one. If it happens again, we're gonna start driving nails in your scalp.
If it happens again, I'm on a roll.
I've been playing Red Dead Redemption. I haven't even played it yet, but I've been watching people play Red Dead Redemption.
And kind of like how you read Lacey's book, but didn't actually read it.
Well, I like thumbed through it.
Jeff is an emo boy. Billy is a sweet boy. Aww. Yeah, you know what? Billy is like the master goalpost mover. First he'll say, I read this book, and it's like, oh, what was your favorite part? I didn't actually read it, but you know what I did? No. I skimmed it, is what I did.
Yeah.
And then skimmed it means he took selfies while pretending to read it.
I did.
That's what it really means.
And I took a selfie of me with the PlayStation.
Wait, are you saying you didn't actually read Lacey's book?
No, he took selfies.
I did read.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
You know for a fucking fact you have not read that book.
I've read.
You took selfies of yourself reading the book.
I read enough to know to put a toilet paper tube over my penis.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I think you got the important stuff out of the way.
And
I think you got the real gist
play
of
Red
what
Dead
it's
Redemption.
about.
I play Red Dead Redemption 2 as well. See, I play it, Ben.
Billy's impulse buying.
See.
We have an image of Billy next to a product. He's clearly, he's indulged.
I clearly play Red Dead.
So
I may or may not be playing Red Dead Redemption right now. Maybe.
Everybody
It's
is.
influencing my my fashion choices. I can't say for sure.
They're saying this is going to be the next Fortnite, except no kids. So I want in. I
What
want
about the
to.
dancing?
They say you
Look
can
at the
shoot a
dancing.
horse's balls off. I want in.
Few quick announcements before we move on with the show. Just so you know, this Thursday we'll be joined by Hellbent and probably someone else yet to be determined. This Saturday, we're probably going to have to work around with the timing, but this Saturday we're doing our bonus show because we met the goal of $800 through Streamlabs last week. We're doing a bonus show on Saturday. Our next goal is posted. We have 4 days to go on it, and we're almost 15% of the way there. But on the bonus show that we're doing on Saturday, Turkey Tom and the Right Opinion.
Nice.
And then, so the weekly bonus show goal is still up there. Last time we crushed it, so I'm not worried about it. Streamlabs is open throughout the entire show. Send us a Streamlabs at any time. If it's not above $20, we'll read it after each segment. Patreon. We're doing a Patreon private show tomorrow.
Halloween edition.
Tomorrow, and Magog is going to be on, and Medusa. Both of them are going to be on with us.
Those
Private
are two
show.
really good Halloween guests. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I should come in a fucking gothic attire.
You're going to come in it?
I should come in it. I should-
You're going to buy some
Yeah.
gothic attire and jerk
I'm
off into
gonna
it?
get that toilet paper tube Lacey Green told me to put over my penis.
All right.
Paint it
Honestly,
black.
I think Billy should be the next person to play the Crow. I really do.
I could do that. I went to Ben and I went to Brendan Fraser. Is that his name? Brendan Lee's grave.
Brandon Lee.
Fraser, Brandon Lee, you know.
Yeah, same difference.
They're easily, there's
Brendan
13.
Fraser's grave is all of Hollywood.
His career is in a grave.
Can we all agree, though, that the best Crow was Eddie Furlong?
Anyway, on with the announcements.
Crow.
If you want to send us if you want to send us any content, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. Join our Discord. It's in the description below. Use our Amazon links. That stuff's awesome. Check out The Alter Perspective. Sundays, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out Underhaven on Saturdays, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And also down below, we have a link from our one sponsor, NordVPN. They're offering a great deal on VPNs for listeners of the show. And one last thing, if you go to the link down in the description that you see for Streamlabs OBS, if you download and install Streamlabs OBS, Streamlabs will give $1 to Drunken Peasants, and they will give, I believe, like 50 cents to charity. So it's a charity / help Drunken Peasants thing. If you want to learn how to produce your own content, download Streamlabs OBS. It's free. Install it. Use our link below. That's it.
I'm gonna download it. I don't
You switched to using OBS?
for certain things. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
It's like I think like if you stream on one platform, have one thing for that, and then have like Twitch have its own thing. You know, like that way you don't have to worry about switching around the little key.
The little
That's
keys.
actually not a bad idea.
Speaking
That's
of
really not a bad idea.
speaking of Edward
Write
Furlong,
that down, Jeff.
Edward Furlong was in a great movie that was filmed in Seattle called American Heart. It was him and Jeff Bridges. It came out in like the early 90s. There's a scene where like he gets chased through the Lusty Lady. If you guys know anything about Seattle, Lusty Lady was the 25-cent quarter peep show. It's historical look at Seattle. Check out that movie if you want to see what it's like to be little Billy growing up as a little kid in the dirty, gritty city.
I met the guy that created the Crow at a Comic-Con.
Really?
Yeah, he drew some stuff
James
for me.
O'Barr.
Yeah. He's from Detroit, so we're kind of like from the same area. We had stuff to talk about, you know.
Well, is there ever
much
been
like
a fat
brothers.
crow?
What?
Has there ever been a fat crow?
A fat crow? No.
You think there could be?
No, because usually they're dead and then they come back to life a year later.
Maybe I died of like heart attack. Does it have to be like murdered? Does it have to be like some strange?
Yeah, it's like a vengeful thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you need to have like somebody you deeply care about savagely raped and murdered or something like that.
And you have to die too.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a small price to pay to be able to walk around in that kind of mascara and
how about
not have to
this?
explain yourself to anyone.
I'm the crow.
He hangs
because-
out with Onision, so, you know.
True. I want to be the crow, so
And
here's
Onision came back from the dead to avenge his fatally flawed dignity.
here's my pitch for my crow movie. Oh, Onision doesn't need to avenge himself. He's a sweet boy. My crow movie. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna me and my family are gonna eat all this fast food. We're gonna have heart attacks. My whole family dies. We all die of heart attacks, and I come back from the dead.
Sounds like you're orchestrating this, so you're the one actually responsible.
What
So
do
you're
you mean?
come
No,
back from the
fast
dead to
food
kill
is.
yourself again?
No, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna
fuck
kill
it.
Ronald
fat
McDonald.
guy logic. It's the
I'm gonna
fast
kill
food's
Ronald
fault.
McDonald.
It's the fast food's fault.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kill Jack in the
Yeah,
Box.
you
I'm gonna kill the Burger King. I'm gonna kill fucking Wendy's, little Wendy,
Colonel.
little fucking the Colonel. They're all dead. That's a good
Yeah,
crow.
you find out-
It's gonna be
Find out
called
the
Eat
Colonel's
Crow.
a secret mastermind.
It's gonna be
and he's
called
played
Eat
by
Crow.
Michael Wincott.
I just made all this money off that. Eat Crow. Deal with it.
All right,
Deal
we're
with it.
gonna move into the action news.
Somebody make a fucking poster for my new movie. Eat Crow.
DP Action News.
All right. So this is about a news article, or actually news video, claiming a dramatic spike in anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S.
Damn.
Yeah.
Does that count for Trump speeches? Does that
No,
count?
I think they mean violent incidents, but let's see what they mean.
This morning, Pittsburgh prepares to bury 3 victims of the synagogue massacre at the same time that anti-Semitism is on the rise in America, spiking dramatically over just the last 2 years. Why is this happening? CNN's Sarah Seidner has a report.
Investigators say Robert Bowers wanted all Jews to die.
I wish his Gab account was still up so I could go and read what it said. Because they make all
I
these.
just wish he had a middle name that they referenced him by. That way he'd have that 3-name mass killer assassin sort of legacy thing going on.
Yeah, whatever. You know, like
We need that. He doesn't sound like he's a psycho killer if he's only got a first and last
he's
name.
a pioneer.
Do we know what his Gab account name was?
He's breaking the mold. You know.
I think it was just like his regular name.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
real name
It was terminated immediately. Like as soon as it was proven that it was him, they terminated it. But I want it because there's been all these claims made about things he said there, and it's not that I don't necessarily believe it. I mean, come on. A lot of the people on Gab were, you know, alt-right and white nationalist people.
Yeah.
So that's because they got kicked out of a lot of the other platforms. Gail's on Gab. Did you know that?
Yeah, there's a lot of people on Gab. I mean, it's not just that people get kicked off other platforms and go to Gab. Do you know anything about the guy who owns Gab, Andrew Torba?
Is he the one tweeting for them? Because it's it's weird. What about him?
No, he's a fucking lunatic. The dude's straight up open anti-Semitic, even on his corporate Twitter account. He blasts out all sorts of anti-Jew shit. Constantly. So I mean, nobody should be surprised that kind of shit was over on his website. This is insane.
You can find actually. I just Googled Robert Bowers Gab. If you look under images, there's a few screen caps of some different shit that he's reposted and posted himself.
Did he outright call for violence against Jews publicly?
Who?
This guy
HIAS likes to bring invaders in that
shooter.
kill our people.
The
I
shooter.
can't sit by and watch my people get slaughtered. Screw your optics. I'm going in.
Yeah, I think that was his last message before he did the murder. So, yeah, I don't know. What I'm wondering is, was there warning of this? Because if so, then we need to take a look at other people who are saying the same shit. And
there's a lot.
We should. I know. And
It's all over the place.
You should see what my comment section looked like when the whole millennial woes Richard Spencer alt-right shit was going on. There was a bunch of this shit how can you stand against people who are trying to defend your people? And then someone comes in oh, he's a mongrel Jew. Oh, that explains it. You fucking people are trying to destroy us.
You were one of their people until they found out. It's it's I don't know. Is that why they hate the Jews more than any other race? Because they can blend in as white people more easily. So
he got us again.
Yep. Damn Jew got us again.
Well, I mean, Hitch
Well,
famously
you see,
said that.
actually, the reason why they do not trust the Jew, you see, as historically been oppressing the European They are trying to infect our borders with the Muslims. That is why we do not like the Jew. That is why.
Okay, Bernice said that guy was screaming anti-Semitism during the attack. Yeah, I know that. I'm asking if he did it beforehand and if he had said anything that was in any way a call for violence against them, because I think at that point they should have came and taken his fucking guns away at that point.
Well, at least put him on a watch list, right? There's a profile here. I don't know, like how far do you let people be fucking racist pieces of shit or anti-Semitic pieces
Let
of shit?
them be racist, but if they're condoning violence and encouraging violence, they
Take their
shouldn't
guns
have.
away?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
I mean, okay. The thing is like people like to vent. People like to say shit that they don't mean. How much government resources can you put towards it? Me, I would really like to see this kind of shit like get caught before it happens, obviously. But like, you know, it's a hard situation. It's a really hard situation. At what point do we empower the government to like monitor a lot of our online activities versus
But
like
it's
how much are we
public.
willing to allow this kind of shit
He was
to happen?
posting in public.
Even in public, though, like
I know.
friends will joke around, like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you, you fucking fool." And
Well, I mean,
and
you
how-
have to understand the context. Okay,
Well, yeah, but
it's
how can we-
different. It's different if I'm like, I'm going to kill you, than like if someone you didn't know that looked extremely threatening told you they were going to kill you.
but are we going to be able to discern that every time? Are we going to?
Okay, if someone's a known white nationalist and he's talking about killing Jews, he probably wants to and is capable of it.
Yeah, I'm honestly can't disagree with this.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have one counter to it, one challenge to it, because I think we're all pretty much on the same page.
Is Jeff
ultimately,
about to defend white nationalists?
Should we put the JF holiday image back up?
Well, you see, no. Like my one challenge to it. It's not a counter because I'm not really arguing against what you're saying, not at all. My one challenge to it, the thing that I think would make it complicated, is if you go to Gab, what you just described is happening probably thousands of times a day. That's the problem. This is a lot. This is actually a big fucking problem. And how do you determine which one's just edgy boys and which ones are like credible threats, you know?
I would say when it's not just like a troll on the internet and it's someone who is building a public persona based on this shit, and they it's known that they have firearms. I don't know.
Like I'll say something particularly left-leaning on Twitter, and I'll get a bunch of guys on the right like calling for my head, and I'll look at their Twitter page to see like exactly who they are, and it's like their entire Twitter feed is like, I can't wait until the Civil War starts and I can go clear all these liberals off the earth. And it's like,
oh yeah,
it's like the dude's got pictures of his guns. He's just ready for like the civil unrest so he can go kill fucking purple hair people.
Well, these kids, they like, you know, the ones who think that we're on the cusp of a race war or some big revolution and shit. They're living this like romantic fantasy where they're going to be some race warrior version of the Wolverines from Red Dawn. And they're going to take out the federal government, the Jews, and the liberals. And that's why they need an AR-15 with a fucking 1:6 optic on it. Because, you know, that's going to liberate their people. And it's just this romantic fantasy that gives otherwise sad losers the chance to feel like they have some epic place in history, and they're not just some sad fuck with a handgun.
This guy is
and
a sad fuck. He went into a synagogue
Sick
armed
fuck.
to the teeth, shooting a bunch of people who were totally unarmed and unprepared. So he's not.
It's funny. They're
hero.
It's funny.
No, fuck
Some of these
no.
people, they're monsters when they're Arabs who do it. But if it's a revolutionary white man defending his people, well, I mean, I'm just curious to see what Richard Spencer would say about this in private, because we know that there's two different sides to that particular shitbag.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't predict what people say in private, right? Most people are fucking two-faced garbage humans, especially the ones that want to convince you they're not.
The suspect using his arsenal.
Were we saying there's two sides to Richard Spencer, with the Zig Heil and then the wife beater sides? Is it the
Oh no, it just gets worse when he doesn't think anybody's listening.
Of weapons to try and kill as many Jews as he could, now faces a myriad of hate crime and murder charges. In Squirrel Hill, the center of Jewish life in and around Pittsburgh, resident Hallie Goldstein says fear was never part of the equation until now.
Before, everyone was just saying how they felt stronger and they felt braver, and I don't feel brave. I just feel scared.
Now there is reason to fear. 11 people were just slaughtered in a synagogue in America. For years, incidents of anti-Semitism were on the decline in America. Then came the 2016 presidential election.
I like how they say it. Then
What's
came
funny is
2016.
like, Trump is loved in Israel. They love that guy.
Yeah, Trump's daughter converted to
Not just daughter,
Judaism.
all his children that are old enough are dating Jewish people.
That's why in 2016, I was surprised that a lot of the MAGA types were like anti-Semites.
Well, it's because they have nowhere else to go, right? They can't go after Hillary. They're like, well, yeah, he married in, but we'll forgive that because he seems to hate everybody else.
Since then, a meteoric rise, 34% increase in 2016, a 57% increase in 2017, according to the Anti-Defamation League that tracks it.
That's the single largest surge we've ever seen since we started tracking this data.
Nothing is sacred, not human life or places of worship, or even where the dead are buried. In Omaha, Nebraska, a veterans memorial scarred with a swastika. In Indiana, a synagogue desecrated. In Sacramento, California, flyers targeting Jewish students on campus.
On CNN, fear campaigns. Like, this shit's always happened. Like,
I mean, if they're reporting a statistical rise in it, it has always happened, but I'm inclined to believe that there has been a rise in it because I've noticed more of it just on the internet.
There might be a rise because the internet is easier to compile these people and get them together so they're able to act more efficiently than before. Like, I remember when I was in 3rd grade, somebody came and hit my school and put swastikas all over the place. And it was like...
Yeah, he says words wrong all the time.
That's how you say it.
Swastika.
Swastika, yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Swastikas. But they were all over, and it was like... They had one of the bench that said like N-word or white bench only, and the N-word was all over the school and stuff. It was really fucked up.
I don't know what the N-word is.
Well, I think you can Google it.
Numbskull.
But it said white bench only, and one of my classmates was he was like one of the few black kids at the school because like with Seattle we're full of fucking whiteys, and he was sitting on the bench the entire day like fuck this, I thought that was like so strong and everything, but like that moment it all got painted over, and there's a small amount of people in this world who are like this. I think they're just more organized now, and we need to realize that we can't fucking coward out because this shit happens.
When the internet blood sports thing took off, and
careful,
what?
Careful making that association there. People might get pissed.
People get pissed at me all the time.
Yeah,
I know.
It's okay. What association? I mean, like there was way more like anti-Semites around. They used to have that. Who's that one guy? Oh, I can't remember his name right now. There was a few of them. It was funny because they were like Catholic anti-Semites. It's interesting.
There's a lot of those.
Well, let's be honest though, too. I mean, like, there are a handful of genuinely hateful fuckbags out there who think that because they fell out of a pink cunt, a certain shade of light beige that makes them superior. Then there are a bunch of like edgy troll kids who just think, ha ha ha, this upsets people. Let's push this around. But I do think that like with the rise of this like, everything SJW is left, everything left is bad, everything liberal is bad, everything right is great. I think there are a lot of people who have that sort of like hateful precondition to them, and then they get onto these, they get onto different social media, they see shit and like post it everywhere, and they feel validated. So like, what? Fuck yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being proud of my people to the point of hating other people. And they just see this validating shit from other people who are making money doing it and getting high profiles doing it, and they're like, what? Fuck yeah, I can do that too, and there's nothing wrong with it anymore. And so, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a spike in anti-Semitism or racism in general. It's not so much, I don't think, that, like, new racists have been inspired, as much as a bunch of petty, hateful fuckbags have found their views validated and been encouraged to go out and be hateful fuckbags.
I gotta agree with Nick on that too. Like Eugene, where I live, Eugene, Oregon, it used to be like the hotbed of the West Coast neo-Nazi movement in the 90s. And these people never left.
And now you got Antifa there.
It's fucking not really. Not really.
I've seen videos of Antifa like vandalizing the streets and shit in Oregon.
Yeah, in Portland. In Portland. I'm talking about in Eugene. In Eugene, all the Antifa are so stoned they can't fucking do anything. They just lay around like a bunch of dickheads. But
sounds like a better Antifa to me.
It does. It's way better. It's way better. But like the hardcore neo-Nazis that still live in Eugene, there aren't more of them. They just got more brazen because I don't even know why. Maybe it's our new culture. I don't know what it is. But yeah, they started spray painting fucking swastikas all over the place. It's annoying. They're still there. There's a guy in this town that literally is named Genocide Jimmy, who will go up on the overpasses over the fucking interstate and he'll spread out these stupid ass
Genocide Jimmy.
Yeah, these signs, and they say, like, stop the Jew lies, and he's got a truck covered in swastikas. Like, he's a piece of shit, man.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't have this killer instinct in him, and he goes and shoots up a fucking place. This is, there's no excuse for this type of shit, and there isn't when it's a Muslim or a fucking white Christian boy or anybody.
The weird thing is like, in the U.S., unless you live in the Northeast, there's not a lot of Jews. I mean,
Florida has a lot.
They have a lot.
Florida's got a lot.
Here's a map. This is a little old. This is like 8 years old, but this was made in 2010, and this is based on the second largest religion by state. So all of the pink colored ones, that's Judaism is the second largest religion in that state, and then
doing really well in South Carolina, huh?
Baha'i. Yeah. And then Hinduism in Arizona.
I wonder if this is why I lean closest to Buddhist thinking.
Probably not.
You don't think so?
Well, no. It looks like when I eventually move to the United States, I will move to the North Carolina. Leave me alone.
JF Holiday. The holiday is definitely not Hanukkah.
JF Holiday?
Zip Holiday.
JF
So I mean,
Holiday.
there was a kind of famous talk like Hitchens gave years back though, where he like pointed out that throughout like the history of bigotry and hatred, anti-Semitism has always been like one of the easiest to get away with, because it's not like you're not just pointing at someone being a different color and saying we're better than them. You point to Jews and you're like, they're behind everything. It's like, oh, they're all the bankers. They own the media, and it's kind of easy and in some ways fashionable for some people to just adopt that kind of shit.
And by the way, I see the Streamlabs coming in. Thanks for supporting the show. We'll read through them at the end of the news segment here. And thanks for helping us meet our goal. We've passed 15% now.
Same type of graphics and the same type of design that the Nazis used.
This is in Potters County, Pennsylvania, just a few months ago.
This is my country.
It's great.
Dude, your country fought the Nazis in World War II. I saw this documentary, and it was about like white nationalists in the U.S., and there were the two KKK groups arguing over whether or not they should use a swastika or not. The one thought it was okay, and the other one was like too patriotic.
Too patriotic
to use the swastika. Yeah, like pro-American patriotic.
Chapter. I'd hate for my Klan chapter to have their good name besmirched by donning a hate symbol like that. It's a good civic organization. They sponsor highways and shit, dude.
How the fuck can you claim to be patriotic when you're wearing a fucking foreign powers, a former enemy foreign powers fucking symbol on your chest?
Well, yeah,
you numbskull fucking retard.
Well, that was the argument. Like one side was against Nazi symbolism with the KKK, and the other side wasn't. It was weird.
I just love how none of these Nazi fucking dudes ever look like what Hitler wanted, like the blonde hair, blue eyed fucking Ubermensch.
Hitler didn't look like that.
He wanted that though, right? He was trying to breed the Ubermensch.
This is also
these guys all look like fucking runoff drips.
Get the out of here!
Oh, come on!
And no one can forget the torch-bearing
That guy almost seemed like an actor. He was so
men
over the
in
top.
Charlottesville,
I think he was a
Virginia,
pro wrestler.
spewing their hate-filled
He's
rhetoric.
still upset about getting fired from the house.
What is behind all this? The ADL and those who track hate say there is no doubt political rhetoric is in part to blame. That rhetoric can be subtle or in your face, like U.S. Representative Steve King, for example, retweeting messages from a known Nazi sympathizer.
I'm not deleting that because then you all pile.
You know what I found out recently? And I don't know, maybe you guys have heard this before, but I watched a documentary on YouTube. It wasn't really a documentary. It was like a 10-minute video. But it was about the guy who created the toy sea monkeys.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Dude, he was secretly... not only was he secretly Jewish,
Yeah.
but he was also secretly a Nazi.
Funding money to the Nazi, the KKK party or the Nazi party.
Yeah, yeah.
One of his quotes they
But
had...
he was also Jewish.
One of the quotes they attributed to him, and that was something I've used like for a while, and I didn't realize it was like when I saw that I was like, oh god, I've been using that for so long.
What?
It's that hate and love are the same. They're two different sides of the same coin. I've been saying that for like years, and when I heard him say that, I was like, did that come from some Nazi shit?
Yep,
Am I a
it
secret
did.
Nazi? I didn't even know.
It did.
I didn't even know. Oops.
Yeah.
Kind of like what was that Dave
Jude
Chappelle
nuts.
sketch with the Black Klansman?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah,
Clayton,
no, it's
Clayton Bigsby, I think.
yeah, Clayton Bigsby. Yeah, you know, every hate movement needs its own Clayton Bigsby.
On me and say King had to apologize. He was wrong. He knows he's guilty. I'm not. I don't feel guilty one bit. I'm human.
This
I'm
Trump
human.
political ad raised eyebrows.
don't feel guilty
featuring
for being a
prominent
racist
Jews
piece of shit.
targeted
I'm
global
human.
special interests.
And for the global special interest.
While those accused of anti-Semitism for years, like Louis Farrakhan, continue to tweet and make inflammatory statements.
Farrakhan's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't really get why the Nation of Islam hates Jews. I mean, I know they're called the Nation of Islam, but they're not real Muslims. They're like a weird. They're like what Mormons are to Christians. You know.
Wow, Mormons are some of the nicest Christians I know.
They're not Christians,
but they give a lot of fucking money back to the community.
They're
Like,
nice. They're nice people. Their church is.
they're very
fucking
charitable. Like,
but their people are nice.
Like, Mormons are like Christian plus. Like it's Christianity plus Joseph Smith.
Yeah,
which is totally which changes a lot of the Jesus part of it. It negates a lot of it.
They're like halfway between Christians and Scientologists.
It doesn't add; it negates a lot of it too.
It's like Jesus plus child brides.
Like if I add rules that take rules away, I'm not really adding anything, am I?
It's in the authoring world. It's called revisions. You know, it's fine, or amendments.
Yeah.
Are you against amendments, Ben?
They weren't amendments though. They wrote a separate book. They didn't amend the Bible. They wrote a companion piece.
So it was a soft reboot.
It was an
instead
update.
Of
in the Christian expanded universe.
Yeah.
There's a soft reboot instead of finally getting around to editing the second draft.
It was a Star Wars story. I think that the Bible needed to have a celestial kingdom, and that this update was better for all.
You could sell more merch that way, man. Think about the action figures.
But yeah. I mean, the history of all Mormons, they got a lot. They have a fucked up history. There's seriously a fucked up history.
They probably have a fucked up future.
Well,
too.
go look at Brigham Young's list of wives. He had a lot of wives that were under 15,
and a ton of his were from Joseph Smith too. Who had like 55 wives.
Those were his old wives. Yeah, because they had a thing where
bitches.
Yeah, basically.
He sheds bitches.
Yeah. I mean, there's the history of pedophilia and
certified pre-owned wife.
It still happens in certain like not Latter-day Saints, but like smaller Mormon churches that are out there. There's a lot of weird shit.
Warren, you guys remember Warren Jeffs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a very fundamentalist reading interpretation of the Mormon faith by a child fucker.
All religion is like a cult, right? Like it's just there's certain levels to which
I didn't say I wasn't even touching on that. I'm saying it was changed enough to the point where I personally wouldn't consider it Christian anymore. Even
you're a purist.
Even though Jesus is a
Mormonism isn't canon.
Okay, just keep talking over me.
It's not canon, Ben.
LDS is the TLJ of the Christian universe.
No. What I mean is, it's just like Buddhism became its own religion out of Hinduism. It became something different.
Well, you know about like the original Buddhist sects, like the Theravada sect, right? Because like everybody thinks about Buddhism these days, they think like Tibetan or Zen Buddhism, where it's all calm and peaceful and like love all living creatures. If you go back to the original, the oldest sect, which is Theravada Buddhism, that's where you get shit like in Burma, where Buddhist monks lead violent mobs to raise entire villages.
Sure.
Yeah, they go to straight up battle. It's like, oh, it's like namaste. Oh, why are you hitting me with this fucking club?
Namaste the fuck down, bitch. Wow. I think I like Buddhism. I like Buddhism because they got the fat Buddha, right?
Yeah, you tell me if that's why you like it.
Because he's just fatting around. I appreciate that. That's why I like Buddhism. I want to rub his little fucking belly.
They're like weird sects of Buddhism where they're like hardcore nihilists. Like the whole idea of going through the reincarnation wheel is ultimately to escape existence and to return to like absolute nothingness. Like you don't become like a part of the cosmos, you become nothing. Like they're hardcore nihilists. It's weird shit, man.
Yeah, so just going back to what I was saying, I was just making a weird analogy about the Nation of Islam, which isn't really, I mean, their beliefs are rooted in Islam at some point, but they've become their own thing. Based on all the shit that they've added to it and the other stuff that they believe.
I do respect that they created the bean pie so they can make some money.
Huh?
It's the Nation of Islam, right? They created the bean pie as a marketing tool to make cash.
I don't know what you're talking about with the bean pie.
Am I wrong?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You don't know about the bean pies?
No.
Oh, there's a huge history with bean pies and e-com or economic commerce of their stability based on the bean pie. It's beautiful.
Literally under attack. We should have a zero tolerance policy on intolerance. It's unacceptable that anyone from the president to Minister Farrakhan to anyone in between should make derisive comments, and all of it should be called out. All of it should be unacceptable.
And it all adds up. And let us not forget social media sites like Gab that give a place for people to express these kind of anti-Semitic sentiments. That is where we found the suspect and him spewing such hate, even warning that he was about to go in. We do.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have much more forewarning than that.
I mean, it's not the most explicit statement I've ever heard in my life, but I mean, it's pretty up there.
I'm going in. He could have been talking about smashing some sweet puss. That's why I say when I'm about to go hit up a fucking Tinder
I like
date.
how you bring up something and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Instead of just telling me what it is, you're like, oh, you don't know about that? The bean pie? The bean pie? You don't know about that? It was the commerce. It was the...
Yeah.
Like, just tell me what the fuck a bean pie is.
A bean pie. It's with the Nation of Islam. They couldn't...
Come on, you still haven't told me anything that it is yet.
They couldn't make their own wealth because of their disparaged mark on society. So they created the bean pie as their own food they could sell in the streets and become their own merchants and make their own wealth to drive their beliefs by selling bean pies in the street. Ben, it's a solid economic success story.
To be honest, Billy, I thought you were trying to say that they used bean pie slices as actual currency.
No!
Which would have been awesome.
Is it a pie made out of beans?
Yeah.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's a bean pie. It's like a sweet potato pie, but they use beans.
Nation of Islam thing?
Yeah, they created the bean pie because they didn't have their own food to like. They created this as like their method of making money. And they would be in the streets selling bean pies to raise funding for their purpose. It's a grassroots initiative, and I can get behind that.
No, interesting thing, bean pies are commonly associated with African-American Muslim cuisine, except those containing vanilla extract or imitation extract because they contain alcohol.
Yeah.
But this is specifically the Nation of Islam?
Yeah, they would sell the bean pies in the streets to raise money for the cause.
First, there's a new operation underway
Delicious
this
bean
hour
pies.
to keep several caravans of migrants from entering the U.S. After an order from the president, Pentagon officials say more than 5,000 troops are being sent to the U.S. southern border.
I think it's so dumb how every day there's like a bunch of cameras on all these people and they're going to the U.S. and they're going, but we know that they're coming and the president's like, we're not going to let them in. But they just still keep coming. You know, someone's been like, they're not going to let you in.
And they're like, it doesn't matter. It's better than having somebody wear my genitals as jewelry because my sister looked at one of their bagmen one time.
Right.
I mean, you guys remember the movie Children of Men, right?
Yeah.
Every fucking day I see like new news items like this, like, oh, we're deploying troops to defend against a caravan of like 3,000 hungry Guatemalan peasants. Yeah, okay. Every fucking day I wake up and I'm just like, am I Clive Owen in that movie? Is that why I like to get stoned and ignore the news so much?
Yeah.
I love that movie. The movie's incredible.
Really well done.
It's got one of the most ambitious fucking long style cinematography shots. Like I'm a fucking geek for that kind of shit. Yeah, the one in the car, where it's all like one super long take. Yeah.
And it's practical too. They actually put a rotating camera in the roof of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Steven,
it's amazing.
Thank you for pledging $5 via Patreon. You'll get to see the private show tomorrow.
It's Halloween.
Yeah,
I show my balls on the private show.
Is that going to be part of the private show tomorrow?
Hey.
I mean, I can.
I don't know if we're allowed to do that.
I don't think we are. Let's do it anyways.
With hundreds arriving today as the Trump administration weighs its options for stopping the flow of illegal immigrants with an executive order. President Trump will discuss the immigration fight in an interview on Fox News at 10 p.m. tonight with Laura Ingraham. He'll also be discussing the horrific killing of 11 people at a Pittsburgh synagogue over the weekend, gathered together.
It's very bad. It's very bad. That's all I can say. It's unbelievable. It's very bad.
Some of these people are terrorists.
Yep. Oh my God. Yeah. It's so funny. He's like, he didn't say terrorists. He said Middle Easterners. Ooh. He was like those Middle Eastern.
We don't have a red scare anymore. So now what we get is a brown scare. Like, because all brown people. How can you tell one from I can't tell a Guatemalan from a Saudi to save my life, and
those people looked totally Hispanic. Like they look like they're from Mexico.
A little bit.
Yeah.
To be fair though, like I think we should probably still have something of a red scare. We should. We absolutely fucking should.
We don't. Why should we? There's no more Soviet Union. I mean,
you talk about all the neo-Marxists out there. They're all trying to like push their postmodern woo on us.
The postmodernists and diggly dang dang. No, not like that. I mean, more like the fucking the possible voter manipulation by like Russian hackers and shit like that.
Just the social engineering they're doing to our country easily through manipulation of Facebook fucking posts. It's so easy to do that. Like they're just doing it.
We do it to their elections too.
Yeah, but we should be aware of it going on so that we're not just constantly getting in fights with fucking
not necessarily
Russian
their
bots.
exact elections, but we've meddled with elections.
Oh yeah.
Here's
my God. We wrote the book on how to manipulate an election. Holy shit.
They're just
Here's a good question though. Which is technically more like disturbing or saddening? The idea that Russia tampered with our election, or the idea that a bunch of shitposty Russian trolls were able to sway public opinion with shitposts on social media? Which makes you sadder? Because I think in my case it's kind of the latter. Because I gave up on having faith in the electorate a long time ago, but they never cease to find new ways to impress and dismay me at the same time.
Did you see the video that came out of the girl throwing acid on people who were manspreading on the subway?
Yeah,
that was all propaganda. It was bleach, yeah.
That's fake.
That was all fake propaganda to rile up the fucking men against the SJWs.
Here's Tucker Carlson. How the left uses tragedy to control free speech.
Yeah, it's not like that happened post 9/11, Tucker.
Welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight. Over the weekend, Americans gathered around the country in churches and synagogues to pray for the 11 innocent people who were murdered in Pittsburgh on Saturday. They bowed their heads. They asked God for healing. They thought hard about how to bring the country together, how to improve themselves, how to be kinder to the people around them. That's the America that you grew up in, a decent place full of decent people trying to do the right.
Jeff. God bless you all, XO.
Thank you, Jesus.
Bless you, Jesus.
I love you,
Christ.
Jesus.
Right thing.
But good boost from Jesus.
There's
Thank
another
you.
America, too.
Praise the
America
Lord.
of cable news and social media, of CNN and Twitter. In that America, political operatives rush to the scene of human tragedy, hoping to leverage it for political gain. They make snap judgments on the basis of incomplete evidence in order to implicate their political opponents in crimes they did not commit.
I mean, the political opponents didn't commit the crimes, but I think it's pretty clear that the two people involved in the the pipe bombs and the person who did these shootings, they were both like extreme right wingers. But the one guy was the Nazi guy. He was like anti. He was like far to the right, like radical right.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's a dialogue being put out there now by certain right-wing pundits where they're like, well, he said he hated Trump, so obviously he can't be right-wing. That's liking Trump isn't a requirement to be right-wing.
Yeah,
it's not.
Trump used to be a Democrat.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Keep in mind, we're not talking about like we're not talking about conservatives, real conventional conservatives. We're talking about like MAGA righties. We're talking about people who they define their political ideology based on their allegiance to media figures, to celebrities, to pundits, to politicians, not based on any actual ideas. And it's funny because like right there, I was wondering, is Tucker Carlson like hurtling towards a potential moment of self-awareness when he starts talking about how opportunistic social media and cable news talking heads exploit tragedies to advance agendas? Because I think he might have done a little bit of that here and there himself.
He's probably going to do it in this episode, like as we're watching.
He's doing it now.
There's this fascinating talking point somebody actually just brought up in the chat, and they mentioned that the United States actually was an ethno-state from 1776 until 1965. Now it's pretending to be multicultural. Well, I have some unfortunate news for you, man. The very culture that we all enjoy, the very culture that is a dominant force in the entire world right now, gained its global prominence after that. After that, the whirlwind force that is our culture, our movies, our books, our music, and all of our music, make no mistake, there is not one single bit of music, and that includes even those fucking oi boy fucking white nationalist rockers out there. All of it influenced by blacks. All of it. So the
what
very
about
pervasive, even emo, you could trace the roots all the way back to black Americans and the early beginnings of rock and roll. Which
are you saying there's emo spirituals?
I'm saying it. I'm saying everything comes from that Genesis, and if it still was this watered down fucking saltine cracker of a white fucking America, and it never actually blossomed into what it is today, your life would look a lot different right now. The world would look a lot different right now. So, shut the fuck up. That's what I have to say about that. I'm woke like a motherfucker, man. Where's my soy? Where's my soy?
They use fear and rage to accomplish what reasoned argument could never accomplish. They commit moral blackmail. Typically, their aim is gun control.
That's the first time Tucker Carlson has ever used the phrase moral blackmail.
Therefore, you must be disarmed. But this time, that's not their goal. This time, their goal is more comprehensive than that. They want to take charge of what you are allowed to say and think. How are they trying to do that? By blaming you and your opinions for the crime. Watch.
This man the flames of his hatred were fanned by a president who kept talking about this caravan of refugees as if they were terrorists or as if they were coming to commit atrocious crimes in our country, which they're not.
So did you catch the message there? It wasn't subtle. The murderer was angry about illegal immigration. If you oppose illegal immigration, you are very much like the murderer. Even if you've never killed anyone, your views have inspired others to kill. You are implicated in this atrocity. You are a monster. just like the lunatic in Pittsburgh. You must change
Thank
your
you,
beliefs,
Tucker.
otherwise you will be punished. This is how
really
free
worried.
speech.
I was really worried that he was actually going to try and like use the pretext of the shooting in Pittsburgh to push some kind of stale and tired narrative about how awful the other guys are and how you need to trust him and his colleagues more. I'm glad he didn't go that far. Would have been a little on the nose.
Dies and free thought along with it. The range of acceptable opinion narrows until it mimics a CNN script. Before long, everyone is nodding piously along in unison. There is no disagreement. There is only conformity, obedient serfs chirping the party line. That's the goal. After a century of defending free speech, the left is now its enemy. Just last week, the Southern Poverty Law Center issued a list of demands for tech companies. Anyone who disagrees with the SPLC, they explained, must be prevented from operating a website or raising money online or organizing events.
But who's going to put those policies in place? The SPLC is not a part of the fucking government, goddammit. The Southern Poverty Law Center is not going to be able to make any fucking policy. And maybe I missed the fucking memo, but isn't all three branches of our government controlled by fucking Republicans right now?
Yeah.
You got to keep in mind though, Jeff, there is no such thing as actual victory. Like even if you're in control, your enemies, the fact that they still disagree with you, they still oppose you. Well, that's a sign right there that you're still the underdog fighting an uphill battle, despite the fact that you're looking down on all the peasants beneath you.
So, oh my God!
Or publicly
Where's my hammer and
expressing their
sickle, comrades?
opinions. That's an order, says the SPLC. Well, it goes without saying that the Southern Poverty Law Center has no moral standing to make any of those demands. None of the people making demands do. And yet, as always, the least virtuous are invariably the most self-righteous. Watch former DNC chairman Howard Dean explain that American politics is no longer really about politics, which is to say about competing ideas of what might work and what doesn't work. Instead, politics is a...
Howard Dean with his
That's the only thing Howard Dean ever did wrong. That was the only thing he ever did wrong, and now we're looking down on him here.
Well, he formally endorsed Hillary in 2016.
Well, everybody had to do that. They had to kiss the fucking ring, dude.
He did?
Oh yeah, no, during the primary.
Everybody had to kiss the ring.
If Bernie wasn't going to happen, I was really hoping O'Malley was still going to stay in the race up against Hillary. But O'Malley, like I like
most people said. I don't know.
I liked O'Malley. I thought he was pretty good.
Are you talking Mike O'Malley from Guts?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I'd vote for fucking Mike O'Malley, Nickelodeon Guts.
Can we just take a moment though to just sort of like stand in awe of the absolute and obvious like trading places situation that the left and right have done though, because it used to be, the left was pro-free speech, be offensive if you want to, whatever. And then they also had that sort of snide smugness that turned a lot of people off, which is sort of like the entire shtick of Ben Shapiro these days. And then we have Fox News, who after 9/11 were like front and center fucking cheerleaders for the notion of free speech zones and controls on what we can say and what we can read and the things like the Patriot Act and all that other shit, all using the pretext of, them scary terrorists going to come and take away your freedom, so let us do it instead. And now it's like all of a sudden, because some like effete schmuck in Prada glasses says you shouldn't be able to say these hateful things because the president's a bad guy, all of a sudden now people like Tucker Carlson and Fox News are champions of civil fucking liberties. Are we all suffering from goldfish memory here, or am I just crazy?
Nope, I was there.
I love this freeze frame though. Dean is like,
look at this motherfucker. He's got his finger gun pointed at Carlson's head.
You think like there's no way that a dude isn't going to be president just because he goes,
That was the only thing he did wrong. The only thing.
And then we looked at Donald Trump, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's where we're at now. That makes sense now. Okay,
if Trump would have been like, grab her by the pussy, he would have got elected. That was the only thing. The only thing.
They don't like passion.
They don't. They want a fucking sedated little bitch. Dean had passion. Passion of murder.
My wife got me a fucking Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Oh my god.
No, she didn't. She got you a steak and cheese.
Ooh.
Is it covered? Is it slathered in Kraft?
You want that cheese whiz?
Tell it's all open.
You got that whiz?
Let the man eat his fucking sandwich. Oh my god. Why are you hating on a sandwich?
Well, this is what the leftists want. Soon they start calling regular ass steak bombs Philly cheesesteaks. And what's next? Now I got to refer to yourself as bun self? No, I don't think so, bucko.
It's weird. You know, Howard Dean was too high energy, so they replaced him with John Kerry.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Franken Kerry.
Somebody grab Howard Dean's great uncle and stuff him full of lithium.
Yep.
You guys know I'm married to the Heinz heiress.
The best fucking John Kerry thing ever was the "Don't Tase Me, Bro" incident. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in forever.
I think about that every day.
He came in and he got on the mic during the Q&A session and he asked a bunch of like Alex Jones kind of questions, and then the cops came and like tackled him, and then he kept struggling, so they tased him. He's like, "Don't tase me, bro," and you can hear him like screaming like "ah!" like that, and you can hear John Kerry in the background like, "I wanted to answer his question."
Well, first of all, we need to address the fundamental issue 20 minutes later. And what was your question again?
Oh, John Kerry, you fucking asshole! You folded a winning hand. How did you lose to fucking Bush?
He's like a game of mini golf played on a pontoon boat.
Kerry losing to Bush is why I feel like Trump is guaranteed for a second term. Like we're gonna end up dealing with some Kerry motherfucker this time around.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, here's a big question. Like, who do you guys want to run on the Democrat side?
There's no one that I'm hoping there's someone I'm just not aware of right now. Like,
can I blue pill you, my dude?
Oh God.
All right.
Okay.
Tulsi Gabbard, dude.
Tulsi Gabbard?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Dude, she's baller as fuck. Kyle Kalinske loves her. She was on Joe Rogan a few times. I think she's
not ringing endorsements in my ears.
I like Kyle Kalinske. I like Kyle Kalinske a lot. I like Kyle. But I think she's the governor of Hawaii.
Huh.
I think. And she is a smart fucking person. And she's got chops, man. I don't think she's gonna run. But,
you don't think she's gonna run?
Well, if she's not going to run, then it's almost like she doesn't exist as far as the...
Give me Jesse Ventura.
I don't think she's going to run in 2020, but I will bet you she is probably going to run at some point because she's got the chops, man. She's really good.
We need
she's
somebody...
a good example of like what a Democrat actually should be. She's like a good example. When people are like, show me a good Democrat, point to her and like, there you go.
We need somebody with the charisma to stand up against Trump. They can like talk shit and get those quips in. Like
charismatic Democrat. I mean, I don't think one has really existed since Kennedy. I mean, you could say Clinton, but
you don't think Obama had charisma?
Yeah, Obama had hella charisma.
Well, he was barely a Democrat.
He had Max Cha.
Until he got into office, he was barely a Democrat, and then you saw what he was really made of because he's like, well, I got elected with a landslide. It's a mandate. We've got supermajority. Oh, look, the best part of the healthcare plan that everyone was excited about just got like axed immediately. And now
I saw that coming a mile away.
Now I'm forced to buy this product, or the IRS will come at me.
The entire election, Obama was saying healthcare reform, healthcare reform, healthcare reform, and then after he got elected, he started saying health insurance reform. And once he had the word insurance in there, I'm like, huh. Yeah.
Oh, dude, when 2008, that was the campaign I was on. It was New Hampshire for healthcare. It was SEIU, the union's sort of PAC campaign effort to get him elected on a healthcare message. And all of the people who were very receptive to it, their number one thing was, so this public option thing, is that like, that's a centerpiece? I'm like, yeah, it's a centerpiece. And even then I was like, it's not going to be for long. Thank you, thank you, Obama, for thinking just preaching from the pulpit is going to work. You didn't go down bend any ears.
You see Hillary said she'd still like to be president this week?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's not good. Like, she can't beat Trump, right? There's no possible way she can beat Trump. Is there? Do you guys see a world where Hillary is our president?
If she actually campaigned, she would have.
If she
Everyone thinks,
campaigned,
she can't now. It's anyway. I'm gonna read the Streamlabs that came in while we were talking earlier. So let's see. Ben, you should yell nicely at Newton for missing the Discord hangout earlier due to being too what does this say? Engrossed in Crusader Kings to keep track of time. Newton, you're a bad boy.
Damn, Newton.
Deathwish Cassidy says Jeff Holiday is an undercover Jew. He personally killed Jesus and destroyed European culture. Also, did you watch WWE Evolution? Good show.
I heard it was really good. I didn't watch it. I was in Florida.
Oh, they said ovulation though.
That's fucked up.
They're not wrong about me.
Did you watch it? No, they are wrong about you because Jesus Christ donated $50 to us not but fucking 10 minutes ago. He's not dead.
I know, but he's a forgiving kind of guy. After he came back and he was resurrected, he's like, you know what? That Jeff Holiday guy might have killed me. That's still a nice hat.
Gave him 50. Yeah,
here's hypothesis $5. To be fair, the synagogue shooter was apparently a supporter of Jeremy Corbyn, whose party has actually been in some anti-Semitism scandals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the leader of the Labour Party in the UK.
Hillman 99 $5. Do you think he was a fan of Brother Nathaniel? Brother Nathaniel is like a self-hating Jew that's like a yeah, I don't know. And then the other one's the one that was read out through TTS from Jesus Christ.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, there's that. Oh, here's another one. I also missed the tap hangout, but it was because of work. Boo. Boo. Hey, shit happens. We're going to try to schedule those better. I think I might start doing them on weekends just to make sure everyone can get into them.
I just want to add one more quick thing before we move on from the politics. If we are moving on from politics, but can we all like collectively agree there hasn't actually been a real Democrat candidate since the Clintons? Like the Clintons, they established corporate fucking Democrats.
No,
that's
been like since Truman.
It's true. You think so?
No, we haven't had a real liberal. But we've had Democrats. I mean, consider FDR's vice president was basically like tapped to be the post-war American leader.
Shit. What was his?
And he got routed. Name? He got. I'm always forgetting it. It's Bruce. Something like that. But anyway, I mean, but he got routed by the party, and they instilled Truman because he was this like useful idiot Bush style guy.
Yeah, I think you're right. That was the beginning of like the corporatist Democrat movement.
The post-war military-industrial complex.
It was Henry A. Wallace, dude.
That's it, Wallace.
Yeah.
So I remember when Clinton took power, they were saying he was a member of the New Democrats, which he was the first like New Democrat to be president because they had.
Do you remember who it was that like that even said semi-publicly, and it came out and it kind of made a big splash where they were like condemning the Clintons, being like, you have now ruined the Democrat Party.
Well, I know Hitchens was.
Well,
he fucking hated them from the beginning.
Hitchens was a fucking mad prophet, dude. Like Hitchens knew what's going on, but I don't know. I want to almost say like Bob Dole, but that might not be right.
And Bad Joe.
Babdo.
Oh,
how great
Norm
would
Macdonald.
Bob Dole versus
Dole's
John
action
Kerry.
hand. It can. Bob Dole's action hand. It can hold a pen.
Yeah, it can hold a pen. Kung Fu grip. We're going to step away for just a moment for a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back in just a moment. Mute yourselves.
What's up, DP fans? Today's show is sponsored by NordVPN. What's a VPN? Well, you kind of need to know. NordVPN is one of the most trusted online security solutions used by over hundreds of thousands of internet users worldwide. You know, unprotected person-to-person sharing and downloading exposes your IP address to others, putting your cybersecurity at risk, unless you're using NordVPN. Now, I'm kind of a popular guy. There's a lot of people online that want to get my information and maybe use it to attack me. You know, I lock my doors at home. I protect myself. I'm going to protect myself online. You could use NordVPN's Chrome browser. It's lightweight, user-friendly from the first click, and it secures your browsing in seconds. It's too easy not to protect yourself. Don't get got. NordVPN has thousands of servers in over 61 countries. You can use it in China. It bypasses the Great China Firewall in countries in the Middle East like the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. Get up to 6 simultaneous connections and unlimited bandwidth with NordVPN. And with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee, there's no reason to put this off. Protect yourself. To start protecting your internet experience today, go to nordvpn.com/peasants. That's PEASANTS. And use code peasants to get 66% off a 2-year plan. That's about $3.99 a month. It's like a cup of coffee. You can even text peasants to 900-900. That's nordvpn.com/peasants and code peasants, PEASANTS, to get 66% off a 2-year plan. Protect yourself online with NordVPN today.
All right, we're back.
Protect yourself.
Yeah, link in the description if you want to take advantage of the discount.
If you want to
through NordVPN.
take advantage of the discount.
Yeah, he stutters in it. Also, another thing I wanted to remind everyone of, I mentioned it earlier, we are now Streamlabs affiliates, and what that means is that we are encouraging people to use our link down in the description to download and install Streamlabs OBS. Basically, we get a kickback. We get $1 every time you download and install Streamlabs OBS for the first time. We get $1, and then 5 cents goes to charity too.
Become a
You
Twitch
gotta love
streamer.
that.
Become a Twitch streamer and show your boobs.
And then in addition to that, obviously, you get some amazing free software, and then you can stream. Do your best stream with Streamlabs OBS and send it to me. Let me know what you think. Yeah. We'll do reviews of it.
Yeah, give us your best.
Jeff,
got
we don't get
OBS.
that Squatty Potty endorsement soon. I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah, no, dude, I am actually working on that. I want to endorse Squatty Potty.
Yeah, you get Squatty Potty affiliates.
How could you endorse Squatty Potty after having that magical fucking toilet at VidCon?
Okay, here's how. Here's how. Hi, I'm Jeff Holiday, and I love Squatty Potty. Why? Because it's changed my life. Me as a man who's on the go and constantly likes to eat copious amounts of cheese, but also binge drink whiskey, my gastrointestinal system is in a constant state of flux. Nobody knows exactly where it's going to go and how it's going to flow, but instead I have found the answer. This is what you do, Squatty Potty. It's a revolution in the way that you can poop. You raise your knees up, you align your gastrointestinal tract, and everything just flows out like a super highway. That's how.
I'm buying one.
Howard Stern sells them on his show too.
Really?
They're amazing.
Egghead in the chat. Egghead, please use the link down below to download and install Streamlabs OBS. Please make a video using Streamlabs OBS and send it to me, please. Because a lot of people, yeah, you know what? Even if you don't stream live, you can use Streamlabs to record videos too.
Yeah, I can.
True.
No,
That's how I do it.
I have OBS tutorial videos on my channel.
Dude, fucking Speedy. You're such a weirdo, Speedy. Yeah, but seriously, the cool thing about Streamlabs OBS is that you can integrate your Streamlabs already in it. So you don't have to copy all those codes and like paste them and set them up. It just integrates everything into one window.
Yeah, it's really, really easy and fun. And you can have all these little themes you add in that are making your stream cuter. I'm a fan.
Cute.
I need a painting of Egghead. Can this happen? Like, I've been thinking.
Do you
about
want him
this for
as
a while.
Speedy?
Can I finger paint it in feces?
I kind of want like no, I kind of want like the spread like the couch pose from Titanic, but Egghead
on velvet.
And I want that as like an.
I found.
Please.
I watched this old movie that Egghead's dad made back in the day, and I found little Egghead. You see him right here?
Yeah. Is that it's called like Wagon something, wasn't it?
No, it's well, there's a few of them, but there's one called Canyon Trail. There's one called Gun. I think
we went over these last time I was on.
Are you sure? Oh. I thought this came from the movie Stormy Caught Me Wagging Off in the Barn.
Is that the sequel to Throw Mama from the Train? Yeah. All right, time to move on. You know, Egghead lies to me a lot, though, because he claims he never jerked off to Ryby.
Oh, come on.
And that he never wanted to fuck Ryby or anything like that.
Egghead, I've jerked off about Ryby. Come on, man.
I've jerked off about you jerking off about Ryby.
I know, I was there.
Egghead always gets mad and rage quits, too, when I mess with him.
Very meta circle jerk you guys have going on.
Oh, yeah. It's like fucking telephone of jacking off.
It's like the way that's a West Coast jerk train, baby. That's just how we do.
Yeah, baby, state
Look,
to state.
I never knew Chinese fire drills could have happy endings too.
This video is called "Why I'm Always Pissing in the Sink."
Oh God!
Now, just past 5,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. 5,001. A strange odyssey indeed.
Is this hipster Santa?
No, I was gonna say this looks like somebody's dad, somebody that I think I used to talk to quite a bit on certain streams.
Really?
Yeah,
Don't
but
dox him.
I can't quite put my finger on who it looks almost exactly like.
Is this Count Dankula's dad?
No.
Charming man, grandpa.
This is why I piss in sinks. I taught the dog how to Nazi salute, and if I go to the bathroom on the toilet, he salutes into my dick.
I bet this man tells great stories, though.
I'm going to listen to him tell his story. This is great.
Let's go.
It was made 30 years ago, was it? Anyway, never mind that. Why I piss in the sink. Now I'm in front of the sink, but I'm not pissing, and I cannot undo my flies with my willy. But why I piss in the sink? Well, one reason is because it's just the perfect height for me. It's just, I can put it out and rest it on the sink.
Yeah, he's resting it on the stink. That was not a Freudian
to rest
slip.
my willy in some stink. From time to time.
He's just got a slug trail next to the dial soap where his dick laid across the fucking marble counter. Oh, this is sick. This guy is sick.
This is doubly funny for me because, I don't even want to know if I want to say it. Damn it! I get lazy when I'm jerking off, and if I'm on my knees or something, and there's a counter, I'll just rest my head on the counter. I will. I'll just
really.
Be like, I'm lazy. I'm old. I just don't care. Yeah.
I never jerk it standing up. I don't think I have gravity on my side. I need my.
I'm talking about on my knees or something, and you just if there's anything you just kind of can rest your head on, you just do that.
Are you in prayer position?
This all raises a lot more questions that no one needs to ask.
I want to ask.
Nobody should be jerking off on their back, man. You're just gonna make a fucking mess. That's just stupid. That's extra work.
What do you mean? It catches in your fucking on your tum tum. Just shoot it up on your tum, then you fucking brush it away. Dude, I probably got a fucking I probably got an oyster.
Because by the time it hits, it's all just dry chips anyway.
It looks like the end of Avengers. It's
I think you have a hydration issue,
Spider-Man's
Billy.
web is
consult a physician about
is just
that. It's
turning to dust.
Everybody's cum comes out like little shards of glass, right?
My hand is the fucking gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet, and when I'm done, I just have that one snap, and it's dust. It's gone.
Blast out with such absolute fire and such pure heat. The shit turns to dust as soon as it leaves the tip of your dick.
Thanos, hands of bait.
Never gotten a bitch pregnant.
Yeah.
You can't dust an egg with sperm.
Yeah.
Billy, are you saying you fucking Thanos snap after you jerk off?
I just Thanos snap and it dries on my gut. I got the gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet going. Snap.
Upwards of 10 to 20,000 potential Billy Juniors are like, I don't feel so good, Mr. the Fridge.
Yeah. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. 1,000 little cummies just. It even looks like spiderweb when I toss it on my stomach. If I catch it in my hand, I'm like, wow, and I just fling it.
It's like, I think you've been falling asleep watching Pornhub parodies again, Billy.
I
Spider-Man Homecoming, yeah.
I probably Homecoming. That's the channels I watch.
Homecoming home.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue watching this fucking egomaniac talk about his sink pissing escapades.
But not in winter, of course. I don't want to get you stuck and having to put boiling water on it to free it up.
Fine.
But so I take care in winter. So I piss in the sink. One is the perfect height. Two is because I live by myself. and there's no one to.
No kidding.
No one to.
That's not likely to change, my friend.
I love to think this guy falls in love, has a woman around, and then he has to choose between her or pissing in the sink. I feel like he'd choose pissing in the sink. He would give up love.
I could see him having like one of those like 2 bay sinks, you know, like 1 bay on each side, and it's like, you know, he's got a lady over, he cooks her dinner. It's a bit salty, but she doesn't complain. And then he's like, she goes to take her dishes up. It's like, no, hun, put them in the left one, not the right one.
Left one.
Why? I'll tell you when you like me.
That's me wee pissing sink.
Damn. There's a bit more ammonia in that one. You don't want to go putting it down there.
Oh.
It's like a virtuoso. There's this Gandalf limey. It's like, you shall not piss in front of his own toilet.
3. Now here's the main reason. Because if I pee in the sink, the water, the pee goes into the rivers. And when the pee goes into the rivers, it's my testosterone will combat the estrogen that's put into the river by other people. Because I don't know if you know this, but...
Okay.
Hi, guys. We found Paul Joseph Watson's dad.
Yeah. I was watching this while I was sitting on the toilet, watching you guys watch this.
Until 3, I was like, what makes this guy crazy? He's just weird. And 3...
Were you so inspired, Ben, that you leapt up from the toilet and started like just letting the rest of it out in the sink? Like, the reason I shit in my bathroom sink is because I want my corn to reach the rivers.
Oh, God.
This man is a patriot. He is fighting the estrogen being introduced into our water table with his uber masculine testosterone man pee.
With his chunky fucking clam chowder piss. He eats like a meal.
I'm the one who's got to eat right now.
And we're all drinking
say there's hydration issues to be concerned with, but what I like is when I have a good piss and it looks like a Guinness stout.
Yeah.
Jesus. That means you have some sort of liver issue at that point.
Probably.
Yeah, dark-colored urine is a sign
yellow
of
in his
liver
eyes
failure.
there. I've watched enough House to know what that means.
Dude, there's been times where I've eaten like a ton of asparagus and forgot about it. Then later on, I'm pissing. I'm like, holy shit, I killed my liver. I finally killed my liver. It's dead.
See, I never have that problem.
It smells like death.
If I smell my asparagus pee, I immediately remember that I had asparagus.
Yeah.
I never think that I'm sick. I'm like, oh yeah, asparagus. There you are, buddy.
Has this shit just been kicking around in your guys' head since like that time you had Modern Medusa on and it got all down to this conversation about how to make your cum taste better?
Those are the conversations I try to like avoid.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
Ben's so sure. Ben's so sure his cum is tasty. I'm like, no, dude, eat more pineapple.
I never
He's
said
like,
that.
no. He's never said that.
Never said it.
Well, what is wait, well, Ben, what is your strong opinion on what your cum tastes like?
I don't have an opinion on it.
Huh. Do you piss in the sink, Ben?
Don't you care?
No, not really.
Women have been changing too much estrogen going into the rivers, and I'm combating that. It's a one-man fight. I'm sure that other guys do it, but I'm just trying to encourage more people to pee in the sink because we've got to fight this because it turns the fish gay.
Oh,
no, we don't, and this is a fact. I am not making this up. This is a fact. Some fish have got nipples and pushes. That's true.
Is this a troll?
Jeff, I need you to find this video, and that will be the new gay fish clip for when we get Streamlabs. It'd just be like an interruption. Some fish have nipples. Oh, $20 from King from so and so.
Yeah, what does he care if the fish are gay?
No, I think he cares more about their nipples.
He
doesn't
can't.
want them
He
getting
can't
too
sleep
hard.
at night knowing that fish are gay.
Like,
for
do
each
fish?
other.
Fish don't fuck, right? They fertilize the water.
Well, that's how it used to be before they started introducing all this estrogen into the water supplies.
Anyway, so if you can join me with making this a fight
Fish
to
don't
combat
have nipples.
the
Join
gay
me
fish
at my
in the rivers.
sink.
Let's. We want these fish to be butch because I don't want to be eating gay fish. Never. Ever.
Never. If I have fish sticks in my mouth, it's fish sticks from the Gordon's Fishermen, not fish dicks.
Golden.
From the gay fish.
Okay, so no fish have nipples, but apparently some fish do actually secrete a food slime from their sides to feed their young. Those aren't fucking nipples. That's fish don't lactate.
Because they're not mammals. Mammals have mammary glands and therefore have nipples. That's yeah.
And I think all homosexual people have nipples. All homosexual men actually have nipples. So I can see his point here.
How does that translate to fish, though?
I'm not sure.
By the way, everybody, if you're watching right now, or even if you're watching later, please like the stream. Please share it. Let's get more people in here. Share it on your social media. Tell them we forced you to do it. And while you're doing that, while you're taking care of that favor for us, I'm going to show you a little bit of the videos I've been making on the side.
Ooh.
Dude,
smash like for those fish nipples, please.
I don't know why people want to see this, but I've gotten so many requests for it that I started doing it. I started doing cringy ass workout videos. Available on Patreon for $10 patrons or more. Here's a little snippet of it. I have myself running on this machine, but I put it in full-time speed. So look, and then I play music that I like.
This is full-time speed?
It's four.
I swear to God.
Oh.
It's four times. What?
We can't battle against this idea that like we're somehow twins. If you're fucking doing like crazy workout stream shit when I'm doing crazy workout stream shit.
Wow.
Are you doing that too?
Yeah, dude. No, I've been squatting for dollars on my fucking Twitch channel.
Yeah,
That's true.
Huh.
I started off with I've been lifting weights too, but I've been doing like lower than usual weights. To start
you
off
build
with.
back up to it. If you gotta work back up to it again.
Yeah,
dude, I don't even like how much of those dumbbells right there?
Those are 17 pounds.
Yeah, it's
it's the Bowflex weights. They have like a dock, and you turn the switch to how much you want the weight to be, and then you just pull them right out like that.
Benjamin doesn't want to rupture his hernia with the big 50-pound monsters.
People are saying
you're probably doing better than I would with that much weight.
I fucking love it how I show videos of me working out and someone's like, "Look at that beer gut." It's like, yeah, I know.
Ben,
look at it.
Are you working out because of your beer gut?
Partially, yeah.
Oh shit. I should work out.
Since he started the regimen, every time he pisses in the sink, he notices a distinctly less acrid scent coming out of it. It's good for you. Go get yourself some space weights. This episode of Drunken Peasants brought to you by Space Weights. Space Weights, the only weights from space.
Space
weights. And then go pee in the sink.
But you know, like normally if you have a collection of dumbbells, it takes up like a whole wall. Because every dumbbell has its own bar for it. But this these have interchangeable bars, so you just like lock them in.
It's like sharper image workout equipment.
It's made by Bowflex.
It's Bowflex.
Well, that's cool, dude. Like, all right. You know what? I tell you what, Ben. I'll race you to get cut, and we'll see who's more cut by January.
More cut.
More cut is subjective, though. We need something actually measurable.
Oh yeah, we'll do a foot race going up the stairs in a casino or some shit. Fuck it.
The final
squat
countdown.
Or a squat challenge. Yeah, we can do a squat challenge.
A drunken squat challenge.
Oh my god! But we have to take the same amount of shots. It's not like this trivia bullshit.
Hey, should we set up a drunkathlon?
An obstacle course. Oh fuck me.
10
dead.
drinks and 10 obstacles.
I'm liking this. a
I
lot.
think.
How about we just see who could lose more weight?
See, that would work if we weren't talking about a drunkathlon.
But I don't want to get drunk. I'm trying to lose weight.
We could, but like, if one of us weighs more than the other, it's going to be easier for that person to lose weight than the other person.
Yeah,
because I think like
we can go on percentage.
Well, I guess so.
BMI competition.
Yeah,
I know.
We'll figure it out.
I'll join the competition. It's whoever loses the most weight the fastest.
Kind of got a head start there, don't you, Billy?
I can lose like 10 pounds by taking a shit. I'm fine. I'm an easy
20
boy.
if you do it in the sink.
I'm not allowed to shit in the sink anymore.
Oh shit, this one.
Happy Halloween, almost. So, let's talk about Halloween costumes. Yeah. You can. If you want to, you can dress up in blackface. You can dress up like sexy Pocahontas. You can dress up like Trayvon Martin or Adolf Hitler.
What?
Or
okay,
or any
Trayvon
other offensive
Hitler.
thing that you can think of.
Ultimate
You can do
anime
that.
crossovers.
But it doesn't mean that anybody has to associate you with you afterward. It doesn't mean that anybody has to employ you afterward. It doesn't mean that your school can't throw you out. You know, I don't understand the shock when people do something like this and then there's a backlash and they get fired. You intentionally are setting out to do something offensive and then you cry when people get offended. Man. Anyway, seems a little odd. Here's the thing. Being offensive and edgy is not actually a substitute for having a sense of humor. It's really not.
Fact.
I think it is true.
Fact.
I agree with that, actually.
I was like, when he was starting this off, I was like, oh, this fucking redneck's going to be talking about wearing blackface. And he's over here preaching to me right now. Damn.
See, and that's the thing.
I don't know that I like the whole getting kicked out of your school thing. Fired from your job, being publicly socially ostracized, fine. There's something about getting run out of school for something innocuous as a dumb fuck Halloween costume, though. I'm not.
But that's the thing, though, right? Like, you have a code of conduct when you go to a school, right? You sign up to a school that all schools have a code of conduct. And I'm sure this violates the code of conduct. That's simple. When you paid your tuition, you weren't going to go around being a fucking asshole, right?
Oh yeah, code of conduct argument. That's fair. I mean, when it's run out by an outrage mob, that's a little different. If you actively violate something you agreed to, then yeah, go fuck yourself. I do like though that this is becoming a more common like point of view that we see reflected on the internet. Though the notion of like, hey, just because you're being an edgy fuckbag doesn't mean you're actually funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
That is so true.
Guys my age. You know, back in my day, people could take a joke. Right. See, here's the thing. You know, you can pull that with the young kids. But see, I was alive back then.
Ooh.
I remember what it was like.
Ooh.
Jokes back then. Making fun of the slow kid. Yeah, man, we were fantastic people. Tormenting the gay kid till he killed himself. Just a joke.
Did that really happen, or are you just making that up?
Oh, you never had a gay kid kill themselves after you tormented them?
I never tormented
Two of them
Oh.
at my school.
It definitely happened.
At all? You haven't realized that was wrong. You know, there's a reason that your ilk has had to set up dating websites.
Oh, shit. He's going in.
Specifically.
He's going in.
There are specific dating websites for like every group you can imagine.
There's a herpes positive dating website for people who have herpes so they can date within the burn.
Yeah, well,
it's so good.
I mean, there's really nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just it's wonderful that it exists.
Oddly enough, I did not get any hits on my Black People Meet profile. It's unfortunate. What is this guy mad about again? I was taking a piss.
I don't know.
On the internet.
Yeah, he said a lot of shit.
He's saying that everybody right now who's defending, like, you know, their free speech, you know, they're like, back in my day,
like
we could
Megyn
get away.
Kelly, the like that kind of shit.
Yeah, he's saying, look, guys, you're all assholes, and maybe you can get away with saying this back in the day, but that's because we were kind of all insensitive assholes, and we didn't get called out. Right now, it's getting called out because we're a little more aware of the people we're hurting. They have a little more representation in our fucking society, so it's getting called out.
All right.
Because normal people don't want to be around you. Normal people do not want to associate with you.
Oh yeah, Finn, thanks. Thank you.
Finn Daddy.
Finn, when are we going on our date?
Yeah, come back to the channel.
He's
Finn.
mine,
We miss you.
faggots.
Finn was supposed to come to Seattle. Wow, look at Ben drop the F-bomb after
Again,
fucking
anonymity of the internet.
Larry the Cable Guy just told us how hurtful that is.
You know, it used to be just a screen name.
Mine.
Me and Finn are a couple, dude.
Oh,
like,
whatever,
I'm sorry.
you lying
like,
sack of
I'm not.
shit.
He can stay a fan of your channel. It's fine, but I get to fuck.
I see how it is. Starts off on my channel, somehow ends up on your channel.
I'll tell you what. When Finn comes to Seattle to hang out with us, he could come.
Brad
come fuck
Jones
Finn.
comes on the Drunken fucking Peasants. We invite Nick. Next thing I know, Brad Jones is on the YouTube Saints. What's going on?
What a coincidence!
Oh, shit.
I know, it was weird. I didn't see that coming either.
Who's Brad Jones?
Riding our fucking coattails.
He's
the
internet.
You mean the cinema snob? Yeah. Well, Ben, we stole the whole format for the YouTube Saints from the Drunken Peasants.
Coy with me.
Wow.
I did.
I didn't.
Wow.
Well, I did.
I created an original thing, and then it got stale, and nobody cared.
Well,
pads.
And that's why I ripped off this show, and that's how the whole thing's been working for like a year and a half now. You know,
sons
but
of
I mean,
bitches.
You keep us young with the competition.
They say imitation is the highest form of flattery, and I'm sure I was at least very high when I decided to imitate your show.
I'm just flattering around.
Somebody saying like I'm a married man. You know what? If my wife has a problem with me butt fucking a thin, svelte, androgynous, sexy man, well then she wasn't the wife for me.
Finn thin?
Finn's thin?
I didn't think Finn was androgynous.
Just make sure everybody to tune in on Friday for Alimony Saints. It's a great new show we'll be bringing you.
Alimony Saints. Oof. Let's continue watching Larry the fucking cable warrior, social justice cable guy.
Whatever they want.
Larry the Cobra guy.
And then, now that social media has become more real, and you're normally dealing with a real person with a real name, people still think they have that anonymity, though, that it's over the internet, so it doesn't matter. And then they carry that attitude out into real life. Be edgy, be shocking. Here, be shocking, be a good person. Try that.
That's shocking.
It's almost like he's been watching my channel.
Why?
Because you're going to steal this entire speech from him too?
Well, no, I have been noticing it's a growing sort of trend, and I'm kind of slightly cautiously optimistic as a result. But I've been seeing, like, in the wake of this last year of YouTube and social media itself being dominated by people like, hey, I can get famous and make money by being an absolute piece of shit, by being the worst possible version of myself.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see a lot of other people coming out from like all different directions saying, maybe this is a problem. Like, maybe we shouldn't keep celebrating people being fucking terrible in public and calling it hilarious or calling it art or whatever the fuck. Maybe we should try and be a little responsible for what we enjoy and what we promote as ideas, and not just write it all off and hide behind the cowardly fucking cover of anonymous. It was just a prank, bro, kind of shit.
I would think that would be a great message. The problem is that exists because when you turn 12, 13 years old, you haven't learned to be a good person yet, and you look towards all the fucking fuck-ass garbage adults that do garbage things because you look up to them, because you want to rebel, because you've been told to clean your room and wipe your fucking ass your entire life. And the 13, 14-year-old kids are the fucking consumers. They're the majority consumers. It's either appeal to the boys that want to go around farting in people's faces and calling it a prank, or appeal to the girls that want to bang whatever the current Bieber of the month is.
So okay, well, here's a big question though. So if Jake Paul grooms kids to buy merch, would you then say that maybe drama streams groom kids for being shitty?
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, the drama streams, they're not saying they're for kids only, right? Like, they're not saying like, the drama streams aren't like, hey, go get your parents' credit card and donate right now so the TTS says the N-word. You know, people are just donating because the TTS says the N-word. They're benefiting off the debauchery. Jake Paul is like, hey kids, go tell your parents if they don't fucking buy you my merch that they don't love you. Tell them to guilt them into buying you this merch for Christmas. Every fucking thing he did was an advertisement. These guys are at least out there creating something. Yeah, it's low fucking comedy. It's dick and fart and fucking offend people comedy. But at least they're creating something. He was literally just making ads for kids and then throwing in a couple of fucking flaming fire butt boy walls.
When you say people are at least making things, I mean, I think there probably is a bit more effort that goes into one of those obnoxious flexing videos about like, hey kids, guess what? If you act like a brain dead fucking piece of shit in public and set shit on fire in your backyard and fuck with people needlessly, you can have a fucking mansion. You can have your whole squad living with you and that kind of shit. Like, there's more effort that goes into creating that than there is sitting on a fucking live stream for 6 hours shit talking people you've never met about issues that you have no connection with simply because you know it'll bring eyeballs. But when we look at like the Pauls, when we look at the Clout Kids, the Rice Gums, all like what they are marketing it to kids, and they are showing them that like, yo, this is what success looks like, being rich and famous and being surrounded by beautiful people. And you get that way by being a piece of shit, selling out as early as you can. Oh, and buy my merch. It's like, but I'd like to think though people are starting to turn on that because we're starting to see what it really is.
Well, but the people are getting older and wiser and understanding, but the 13-year-old kids are born every fucking minute. There's more 12-year-olds coming in at a rapid rate, right? Like the dumb kids are always going to be there. I don't have a problem with any of what you said except the part where it's buy my merch, and these guys are spending like fucking 50% of the video telling people to buy their fucking merch, making entire songs about buy my merch. That's the part. The content is the commercial, right? And when you market towards children and you specifically put like little kids wearing your baby merch and stuff, so people are like, I want to be that kid. When you tell the kids that you go find someone in public wearing your Jake Paul t-shirt and you get them on video and say, if you guys want to be in my video, buy my shirt too. I know you're part of the club. I'll put you in my video. And then they're showing these little kids in the real world getting in. So these kids are buying the shirt just waiting for Jake Paul to show up in their fucking backyard and put them on camera.
That's why Jeff and I had a discussion. We're actually, when we market the YouTube Saints merch going forward and the next new rollout we're going to do, we're only having senior citizens model it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. 100%. We want to be inclusive, you know, and like in today's climate, you know, what could be more hip than being an octogenarian? You know, old is the new.
Old is the new young, and young is the new lit.
That's right. That's right. It will be lit. It will be turnt. In fact, I think that should be the name of our fashion brand. Will be turnt.
Dead is the new old.
Hey,
dead is the new old.
Yeah.
And but also alive is the new dead. Except like, who cares anyway?
We should rub our dicks together and try and start a fire.
Yeah.
Well, you might jizz a bunch of dry dust.
Jizza. Is this a cringe rap video? Why does this feel like a cringe rap video? This is a cringe rap video.
Get him!
Kid, every time
Damn it, Caden Cowger.
There. Man, he's when he talk to his parents if they're ever at home.
Did he hit the kid or not?
What is up with the traffic today? It's always, every day, this intersection's always crowded. I hate pulling out of here. You need some of these dumb roads.
Pulling out too, dude.
Oh, there's... Okay, so I'm not even here.
You got by a Volvo.
Is this cringe PSA?
The princess of parking. Oh, sure. Take this.
It's like a corporate training video.
I think this is an incel training video.
Oh, you kidding me? Unbelievable.
Is this a turning point on my phone? I can keep myself occupied.
Thank you, ma'am. It's about time.
Is this how to make a synagogue shooter training video? What is this?
Can I add a cookie to that order? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem, only guy in the world. I'm sure you need your cookie. The world, your oyster, and he's serving your cookie. Thank you so much.
Now you heard that. Now fuck him up.
Yeah.
What can I get for you? Yeah, I'll call decaf macchiato. Yeah, sure, no problem. $3.85. And it might take a few minutes here. We've got quite a line, obviously, and thanks for your patience. Great. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for like all of a sudden the Kill Bill thing to kick in. Like,
I know, right?
Great for me.
He whips out a machete and he starts chopping heads.
Unbelievable.
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh shit!
Guy.
No
way!
Is this the?
They do exist.
It's like a Men in Black thing.
Get service?
What is?
What is this?
Oh shit! How the fuck did librarian serial killer glasses turn into Morpheus glasses?
Honestly, is this They Live sequel? How good would a They Live sequel be in a fucking
What is that?
incel world?
in the world?
It is! Oh shit! I love this.
Wait.
What?
This
What am I supposed to
like
do?
Watch Dogs in real life or something like that?
The glasses show him how people are, like what their weaknesses
Am I wrong?
are.
No, not their
Am I wrong, though?
weaknesses. It
I'm
humanizes
starting
them.
I'm starting to suspect though that this is one of those what are they? It's not the get woke things, but it's like the whole point is like it's that Mormon thing. It's like, you know, like valuesvoter.com and go here and learn how to be a better person.
Finn, are you still having trouble with Streamlabs? Is that why you have to use Super Chat?
Damn, Finn.
Thank you, Finn.
You're my baby, Finn.
No, we're gonna have a custody hearing over you.
Look, I'll baby Solomon, Finn. I'll cut his ass in half and give one to you and one to Jeff.
No, he'll be dead then. Okay.
I just want the boy pussy part. That's all. I just want the boy pussy part.
Yeah, I'll give Jeff his boy pussy. You could have his mouth and fucking wait. It depends where the wallet is. Is the wallet in the lower half?
So as
Finn,
we were
keep your
saying
wallet in the
about
top
weird
half
Mormon
in your
sex,
jacket pocket. No, this is great. This is this guy's angry and mad, and the church is like, everybody has problems. Don't get worked up in your own shit. I like this. This is cute. I feel like,
you know, it would be what would make it better though is if instead of that being one of these Mormon things, if instead that dude was like a representative of the Nation of Islam, is like you.
Yeah.
Put these old man glasses on and see what's wrong with these white people.
How can I do anything about that? Can I even help with that? I don't. Your copy, sir.
It would be hilarious if I just said gay.
He's fighting addiction.
Oh,
If he looked at me and be like, enjoying addiction.
I can't take this anymore. I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of here. Oh no! Just he had the MAGA hat on and everything.
Why? If he's so fucking disturbed by this, why doesn't he take the glasses off?
Because he's woke now, dude. Those are woke spectacles.
You can't unwoke yourself, Benjamin.
Yeah. Don't you know how They Live works? I love the Christian version of They Live. Fighting with husband. Could really use I know shit. You don't need glasses for that. You fucking
I think
dumb
you could
shit.
really use AAA. I think these glasses are a little off the mark.
Ran from home 3 days ago. That means
Doesn't Streamlabs be giving me shit? But there are different ways to pay through Streamlabs. Hey, yeah. I mean, you know, you do you.
We love you, Finn, but now YouTube gets a third of that. Fuck YouTube. This is so beautiful to me. Now let's see what they're selling.
I'm going home.
I hope it's a church. I would be
And
so.
fuck that dead kid still laying in the street. Fuck him. It's like he looks at him with the glasses. Still dead. No.
Yeah, as he looks at the kid and it just says dead. Get service. Your service to the Lord. Oh. This is a NAMBLA ad campaign.
Hey, buddy, come here.
I got some candy.
Yeah. Oh, sick, bro. Slapping some skin, bro. Is this a trailer for Jonah Hill's new movie, mid-90s?
Fuck. What do you know about rail sliding, you little homo?
Oh. Jeff, could you tell Dusty he's a beautiful bird?
Dusty, you're a beautiful, beautiful bird. Oh. Dusty, I love your plumage. Oh. What a good bird.
Oh. So let's see which sect is claiming this video for their advertisement campaign.
Mormons.
It's the Mormons?
Or
I don't even know.
Is there no ad? Oh, Fellowship Bible Church in Little Rock, Arkansas. Cute.
I'm glad somebody's out there standing up for the rights of smackhead baristas everywhere.
Yeah.
I like how they think anybody without fucking Christian, like without love for God in their heart is a fucking asshole by default.
Without Jesus, you kill small animals.
But before I found Jesus, I thought everybody was a fucking cunt. Then I found Jesus, and I was like, no, I'm the cunt. Oh.
Then I put on church lady glasses, and I saw the truth of how awful everyone's lives are.
Hello, Dusty. Hello, you beautiful bird. I want to say I love your beautiful cloaca. You are low IQ bird, but I still think you are sexy. And I hope you can come with me to my garbage island. I love you, Dusty.
You sure Dusty the Bird's allowed to fly outside of state lines?
I don't know. It might be there might be a protective order in place.
His dad might come after you.
It may be.
So this is how it goes for Lucifer and I. Mm-hmm.
Is this the Avatar trailer?
Yeah. It's
Avatar
Alpha
2?
and Omega. Yeah. This is the angel religion. It's higher up than planet Earth. The angel religion is Alpha and Omega.
Following so far?
This guy's going to learn you about planet Earth.
I'm just going to say Tinder's never been the same since they introduced video messaging.
So Lucifer and I, yeah, all the Alpha and Omega for real.
For real.
And then the Dino.
Oh, this gets good. Just wait.
Man, wasn't too dumb. A Dino Man came along last night. He said he was my son. Yeah. He said no. For that I got static shocks in my brain from like electricity.
On Earth?
Just wait. Listen to the next thing he says.
Mm-hmm. And then I fucked myself up the ass with a dildo.
Is this the Big Bang Theory?
So who's Lucifer?
Lucifer.
His boyfriend?
Is that his dog or is it his boyfriend?
He's talking about actual Lucifer.
Yeah.
Actual Satan. Because he says he's God of Earth. He's the God of Earth.
He's the god of Earth, and he's been hanging with Satan, and he just fucked himself in the ass with a dildo. Okay, all right, yeah, no, I'm on board. All right.
Yep.
You can't get the sin out unless you put the sin in, right? When you're God, you gotta put the sin comes from somewhere.
I fucked myself up the ass with a dildo. And then it created bacteria.
Yeah.
And as the scientists of our think tanks want, bacteria would be male. And then he mentioned the fungi he learned from my think tanks and from me. Fungi is woman. Mm-hmm. Now, maybe at one point I was.
Yeah.
Fungi is woman?
Yeah, when you're banging yourself in the ass with a dildo to make male bacteria, a woman is basically considered a fun guy.
You know, I can't argue with that, Billy. That's pretty rock solid logic right there.
Adam was a bacterial homo, and Eve was a fun guy.
So you understand everything this guy's saying?
Of course.
Wow.
What?
They went to the same church.
I have the power of intuition on my side.
He's been talking to street people in Seattle too many times.
Hey, I speak quality street person.
Self-replicating bacteria. Well, yeah.
I've met people from out of town that have come to Seattle and been like, "Wow, your homeless people are amazing."
We have like first class homeless people.
Yeah, because they're crazy.
they're crazier. Like when I went to Portland and San Francisco, there was crazier.
Oh, crazier?
Crazier in Portland and San Francisco. They were like missing shoes and like walking around with like limbs cut off. It looked like not the Grateful Dead, the Walking Dead. The Seattle looks like the Grateful Dead. They all look like hippies that haven't showered, and they obviously stink, but they probably have like access to quality penicillins.
We had this dude living in town for the longest time. He passed away, unfortunately, but we all called him Zeus. His whole shopping cart was covered in hanging Barbie doll heads, and the dude wore nothing but lingerie until it was literally so cold he had to put a trench coat on. And that's all he wear was woman's lingerie, and he pushed a fucking shopping cart covered in Barbie doll heads.
All right,
he was awesome.
Zeus.
Yeah, we had a guy in Albuquerque. His name was Don Schrader. And he used to walk around wearing like basically a loincloth. And he had a TV show on the public access channel where he talking about drinking his own piss and how therapeutic it was. So
yes. Woo!
There's a video from him on YouTube too. It's called Don Schrader Piss Hippie, and
let's be honest though. YouTube is basically like it's the dream of cable access made real.
Yes. And there is a lot of people who talk about drinking their piss on YouTube.
Yeah, this guy never made it onto YouTube because he thought computers were evil. So
he's not wrong.
people recorded his show off of public access and posted it on YouTube, but he would never do that.
Oh.
Yeah, and he would always say, "There's the 4 white killers." You know what the 4 white killers are?
Nope.
White flour, white sugar, lard, and salt.
White flour! White flour!
Yeah.
White powder. That's the sugar.
Oh, there goes your monetization. But
No, we're talking
and it was
about
like
cooking.
a neo-Nazi situation, being bacteria, where we'd always like fight like bacteria together, like killing the other life forms.
How did he know? How did he know?
You're talking about neo-Nazis. Yeah. He knows.
Good timing.
His name is Adam Eternal. He recorded this video knowing that we would watch it at that point in time.
Wow.
Damn.
Fungi.
He
and
does
woman.
look like Dr. Manhattan.
Now, maybe at one point I was self-replicating bacteria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was like a neo-Nazi situation, being bacteria, where we always like, fight like
Neo-Nazi
bacteria
situation.
together, like killing the other life forms.
He is like Brett Keane because he's all blue like Brett, and he doesn't have a shirt on.
He's actual Manatee's son. Son of Manatee.
Stop attacking my family.
The fungi
Skin's all blue because
would
I'm
be
part
the
Manatee on
female
my dad's side.
species that we would reproduce with. Yeah. So then
that's the crazy talking with
Lucifer, needed like a fungi reptilian to shield her, and he would be my dinobacteria to shield me. And then the reptilian.
He does it. He does the
fungi DNA.
Oh, by the way,
some mustard.
By the way, did you see the video of the escalator accident?
Yeah. Pimp Monk was right.
No, he wasn't right.
I don't know. That looked pretty fucking evil.
Whatever.
You know what? Pimp Monk is usually more right than he's wrong, man. So listen to Pimp Monk.
Okay, never ride escalators. Take the stairs.
Spend $30 more on a Greyhound to spend 3 days longer traveling than buy a plane ticket.
Yep.
Get to see the country, guys.
The wisdom of Pimp Monk.
I like it.
You get blowjobs that you will regret for the rest of your life if you ride Greyhound. Like,
I think get them blowjobs.
If it wasn't for them regretful Greyhound blowjobs, I wouldn't get any blowjobs at all.
Her could help heal, or not heal, but could help re-engineer woman in paradise to be more feminine. Yeah, they are feminine, but it could help improve their DNA.
These feminine fungi, women, mushroom hybrids.
Is this the fungus that comes out of his ass?
It's secretion, yeah.
Punches it.
The bacteria is the males, and the women are the fungal off discharge from his dildo.
Oh, he's saying give ladies
dildo.
yeast infections, and they'll be reminded of their femininity. I see.
That's how it went.
Just don't let
End of
them piss in
recording.
the sink, damn it.
Yeah, they'll undo all of that man's hard work.
There's probably a lot of feminists right now because we have a lot of feminist fans. They're probably pissing the sink right now to counteract all that testosterone that fucking hipster Santa was dumping out.
All right, let's read some of the Streamlabs that came in. Where is it?
Step 2, Electric Avenue.
So we have
The white flower.
The white flower.
Oh no. Poppin' Fresh, what are you doing?
White flower?
White sugar.
Tell me you can't look at this guy
Azucar Blanco.
and think he climbs out of like a Mitsubishi Eclipse with a big like monster emblem right above the windshield.
This guy?
I'm kind of getting that vibe off.
This guy
I don't think
is
this guy has a
insane.
car.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I think this is the type of guy that takes the bus and gets kicked off for pissing in one of the seats.
Yeah, or jerking off in the back.
Probably
or
a lot
something.
of bus jerking. Yeah.
Passionate Lobster, $5 through Super Chat. Sometimes Mistress wants to watch at a good angle. Leave Jeff alone. What does that mean?
I don't know, but if Mistress needs me at a different angle, hit me up. I'm cheap.
Hey.
Let's see.
My free cam / thick daddy. That's gonna be my free cams.
Thick daddy.
They don't
It's
let
not
men
actually
on.
free. It's false advertising.
They don't let
you do have to pay.
They don't let men on my free cams.
I could probably tuck my Peter back in a mangina and make them think I was a woman.
Some guy donated
Did you just assume my
$5.
gender?
God damn it! I can only see Gandalf the Yellow now.
Ew.
Let's see. Toilet seat complexion $5. Jeff has Jeff ever sung "Memories Are Made of This" to his wife?
Oh.
Or is that too corny?
I've sang a lot of really, really cheesy things to Mems. I don't think I've sang her that song yet. No. I should, though. I absolutely should. Usually I make up really stupid songs to sing at her when I'm like really drunk.
Yeah. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
No?
Would you like to make a wish? I got a wish. Would you like to make a wish? I got a wish. Would you like to make a wish?
No.
Christian Weston Chandler. You are only Chris Chandler. Your medal is made out of paper. The whole length of time, the real medal.
Oh, yeah, there was some troll acted like they were the real Chris Chan and would like take credit for everything Chris Chan did.
Yeah.
So this is him like spurging out about that.
Medal has been made out of Crayola, fucking model magic, and acrylic paint. AP Station. My name is Christian Chandler. I live in Bucksville, Virginia. I have a PSP.
So is this fake Chris Chan here?
No.
I go with you now.
It's the real Chris Chan.
Duck and turn.
The fake Chris Chan looked nothing like him.
We're gonna jump and pose. Jump pose. Come on now. Watch it follow my word. Hey, look at me. I'm sitting here sad and lonely.
Okay. Can we just take a minute? Like, have any of you guys seen the Chris Chan sex tape?
No, I've avoided it well.
I'll be right back.
What? Come back. You're an expert.
Damn it.
No, he's not the expert. I think I'm probably the expert between me and Nick. He has sex with a blow up doll. That one was pretty good. But
what's good about it?
Because it's a very effective delivery system for losing soul points. You know, if you feel like you actually are like a complete human being spiritually, and you just kind of want to shed some of that and feel like you're slipping into the abyss, watch the Chris Chan sex tape. But the one that really will fuck you up was when he had a guiche piercing. He got his taint pierced, right?
Oh!
And it got infected. And it abscessed, and then it opened, and he started telling everybody that was now his new vagina.
Oh.
That he was.
Remember this.
Yeah. It's
block it out.
Hey, fire.
I don't think it would feel good to get fucked in that.
No. Getting fucked in a giant open abscess hole. No.
Tonight, where you say, I want it that
Oh God! Is this a torture test? What is
it?
This?
It is. Okay.
I didn't bring this up as a topic, man.
You're right. We shouldn't play these. Is there something? Are you crying?
A little bit.
Why are you crying?
I was thinking about his fucking vagina being cut
It almost looks
open,
like there's
dude.
something stuck in your eye.
I'm dying. What the fuck? Why am I dying?
Do you want to see the picture, Billy?
My eyes are falling out. My eyes are falling out. Chris Chan's on the screen.
Why are you crying?
I don't. This is fucking pussy got split open. This bull pussy. It's fucking killing me right now.
Billy's over here like literally crying. Like,
I don't like it.
I turn to look at him. His eyes are all red and
I don't
tearing up.
like it at all.
You should see it. It's majestic.
All right,
don't
you know
wanna
what?
watch
We
it.
shouldn't have to watch this shit.
Thank
if
you.
you don't like it.
Let's watch something bad.
Safely! Let's go find this hater, put a bullet in his fucking head.
Oh, you like me now? I'm the only critic with the good kind of fairy drama.
That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ is my neighbor.
Nigga.
My neighbor. Oh, man.
Jesus Christ is my black friend.
Swag tooth.
Swag tooth.
Some good cinematography here. Oh, shit. We're going to school. Alice Cooper Lettuce?
What the fuck you gonna tell us when we get into the lettuce?
You gonna get into that lettuce there, Billy?
Riding with the fellas. When we coming, you can smell us. Homies rolling up the lettuce.
What was the fucking little dude's name? The little bald, weird fucking dude? Come on, fucking guy.
What, Vern Troyer?
Oh,
what do you got? What are you talking about?
Come on, fucking guy.
I don't know who that.
I want to see this
guy.
guy make a song with "Come On, Fucking Guy."
High school memories. Bitch, I didn't go to high school.
Oh,
But I did go to school high. Selling dope in like grade 2.
Wow, he's got Juggalo confirmed. He has an Esham.
Dude, he was selling
shirt.
dope in like grade 2.
I was going to say, this looks like what happens like when kids grow up with like ICP and Mudvayne, and then they're told like, you were born to be a rapper.
Esham is a Detroit rapper, and he used to make a lot of the beats on like the early ICP albums.
Yeah.
Mama, like what happened to the Hal dog, Ritalin. All of that's a present we gave you. Flipped it, got a pack of lettuce. Sold it for some relish. Even found it at the bank.
Oh, Chuggo was the name of the
Chuggo. Come on, fucking guy.
The come on, fucking guy.
Am I alone in thinking he looks good albino?
I think it's because he has contacts.
Coming from a broke ass clown.
If it wasn't, I'd have burned the fucker down. Teachers over Lincoln, he was lame in the brain. Screwdriver, the ignition, I was swinging the lane. With the principal
Yeah, like,
you can't tell me a thing.
I can't cringe at this. Because
Why not?
It's everything here is done like within the genre. He's following all the rules of the genre.
He looks like he wants to be fucking Keith Flint from The Prodigy, you know? Like, nah, you ain't no Keith Flint. I'm sorry, man.
He's trying to get that Tech 9 chop going. He's like, I don't know, man. I want to hate on it, but it's just like Juggalo rap, right?
Let the hate flow through you, Billy.
I can't hate it.
Do it.
If he was in the classroom as a teacher doing this, I might cringe. I might.
Somebody said Magog of 8 Mile.
Hello, Magog of 8 Mile. That's fucking great.
Someone said Esham was rapping long before he was ever with Psychopathic Records. It isn't even there now. Okay. Did I go over his whole history? No. I just said something about how he used to make beats for ICP.
Damn.
And he's from Detroit.
Yeah, you don't want to rustle the grundle of the Juggalo set because they're like worse than Trekkers.
Apparently, I'm supposed to just when I talk about any subject, I have to give the entire history of it, just so people are like, "You didn't talk about this part of it."
Ben, before you open your mouth again, you consult Wikipedia. All right, when you're gonna say something, you go to Wikipedia, type it in exactly what you're gonna say, and read every article that it suggests. Okay?
Yeah, or be a real pro and Google it, and then immediately go to page 3 because you're not some chump who just looks at page 1.
For real. Yeah, I don't know. Like Swag Tooth was a little Juggalo Jesus. I don't hate on him. This could be cringy.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
I know. Come on, baby.
All right, ready, bitch.
Oh shit, she's sassy.
Realest bitch that you've ever seen. Make you break down, kiss the feet of the queen. What makes you think you can write about me? This is Hoochie Bitch and I'm doing me.
Hoochie Bitch?
Hoochie Bitch.
That's her name.
This is Hoochie Bitch.
I'll be fucking leavable. Hoochie's on the internet. Shaking her big ass, that girl, she got no respect. Fuck you, sucker, fucker. I do exactly what my mama said. She said, you do you, and don't be fooled by what those bitches said. Sitting right here when you roll over that mean when he be the face of real bitch like that. Look at
Yeah, it's not good, but it's not so fucking bad that I'm cringing, right?
I am.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I think it's pretty terrible.
I think it's harder for me to pick up cringe in women. I don't know why, because...
I know why.
Why? Because I want to have...
yeah.
Babies with them? I want to make a baby?
No.
No, it's not why. I don't know, man.
It is why. That's why you
chivalry in him.
That's why you give extra points to fat asses
Young
too.
William.
That's
Young
true.
William.
Yep.
I have like
Just
a
because,
social...
you want to put the baby inside the potato? That is totally natural. Trust me. I know. I've done work with the monkey.
Fucking Billy the Fridge. I'm gonna here drop some dry baby batter in this bitch.
There is a mild cringe to this. It is a little offbeat. She's got her art on the wall behind her. She's very proud of.
If it was
She's
some
filming the back side of her head, and it's not even the back of the head like you expect to see.
It's a cinematography that actually makes me cringe, but like the flow in the rap isn't really like, it's not good, but it's not like god awful, you know.
Like the cinematography is funny. Like she's got her little art back there she's proud of. She came in walking in, but like the angle of the camera doesn't even like, she can't tilt the microphone a little bit to see her face. Like it's like
turn it.
You have no concept of visual filming, even though you frame this perfectly to show your fucking charcoal art in the background.
Just getting stitches, bitch. I already told you this. To fuck me around like this.
Hey!
See, I told you there's something good about this.
Okay, now I'm on board a little bit more.
For real.
I knew you guys would be.
What? She's got talent.
No, she doesn't.
Did you not just see that?
That was not talent.
She was flipping the fucking
That was two handfuls worth of talent. Yeah,
she's got talent.
You know,
She's got talent.
Christmas hams full of talent.
I'm saying, look, if you guys want cringe, deliver the cringe. Don't deliver this half cringe shit where it's like some prostitute art house New York chick rapping into a microphone, or some fucking juggalo with a chuggo fucking facial features. At face level, it's
you guys are so easily swayed.
It's entry level cringe. Find me some of that.
You know,
stay at home dad rap.
Just because she's low IQ and is trying to express herself artistically, with her ass out. Thank you. No, she's fine. She's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like the nice ass didn't make up for the shitty rap. No one's saying like she's a wonderful musician or performer, but she got some gams. She got some gams.
If that girl delivered me my fucking Cheesecake Factory, I wouldn't want to fight her. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she would breed new members of the ethno state for Trash Island. You know, like she's fine.
Hey, yo, Garbage Island mixtape coming out in 2022.
That's right.
I mean, you do know that you can always tell like a real dedicated musician or musical pro when they need their phone.
Oh,
yeah.
I hope this is good.
حسبني امزح هي لا تكون ناسي انه اليوم 10
Huh? She's not actually driving, so it's not against the law.
يعني ما في تكاسي اضطر باليد الدعسه تحت رجلي ما بطلب احد يوصلني حخدم نفسي بنفسي الرخصه جاهزه معايا شدي الحزام فوق العبايه وانت ما شغل عينك على الرصيف وعين على المرايه ترجعي.
What?
Well, if you go back, there's a bag over the headrest. Like that car was still on the dealer's lot or something.
Yeah, it's not her car.
It's like she's driving. Yeah, she's driving the Hyundai, also known as the BMW of Yemen.
سيدة انتبهي من كل حديدة لو كانت فوق ولا كرسيدة حياتك ما بتكون سعيدة تعالي مريني وديني جيبيني كده بيخرب الخطة.
I bet you she's ripping it. It sounds like she's ripping it. I can't
We
tell.
look at the plastic wrap though, and you know this is actually just a commercial for her dad's dealership. That's why she's on all of these hot ass 90s and 80s Toyotas and Hyundais.
I have no idea what she's saying. She's probably rapping about whatever the cheesecake equivalent of her country is. The falafel factory. Is that racist? I really don't know.
I don't know.
بعدي هذا عليك الدين انتبهي تسكي الباب بقوة لكن زمان نحن تكفي الباب بقوة اربطك بحزام الامان.
It's not cringy. It's not cringy.
You think you can buy this pussy for only 3 camels? This is 5 camel quality
If
pussy.
this was a dude that wasn't fat, that was white, you would say this sucks. You would.
Would he be rapping in this language?
Any language.
Because I don't think. Look.
Yes, you would.
Sonically,
you have judged languages you can't understand before.
Yeah, because she's on beat with everything here. Like, what am I supposed to say? Oh, she's wearing a sheet on her head. This is cringy.
Yes.
Ha, ha, ha. She's driving a shitty car. Ha, ha, ha. Like that doesn't make it cringy. It's not necessarily cringy.
Her steering wheel's got more controls than mine does.
She sounds like she could really be ripping some shit right here. I have no idea what she's talking about. She's probably talking about. I really don't fucking know. She's probably talking about The Bachelor season 4. She loves that shit. I don't know.
I think dodge a rape gang. I'm gonna dodge some crazy uncle trying to marry me.
If that's what she was saying, this would be the dopest shit. I really don't know.
It would.
That would be so dope.
That'd be straight as fuck.
The strangling herself with the seatbelt thing, I had to wonder. I'm like, I doubt that's a bar about the dangers of seatbelts and accidents.
Yeah.
So what's that about?
Yeah.
She does have really beautiful eyes. I'll give her that.
Yeah, these are the invaders we need to be worried about.
I'm cool with this type of invader.
If there's 2,000 of her in that caravan.
See, this is what the Muslims are talking about, guys. That's why she has to cover up, because you just wouldn't be able to control your primal sexual urges if women didn't cover 90% of their appearance.
Fact.
Thanks for enforcing their beliefs.
Fact.
I'm just
This
saying,
is a
man.
woke stream, dude. I'm all about the progressive virtues of radical Islam because it's fucking radical, bro.
I honestly have a problem. Okay, living in a Western culture, living in a culture like America, where you have people with their ass cheeks hanging out, under boob, all the skin fucking showing and everything. You get used to it. You get acclimated to it. You're like, you know what? Fine, fuck it. There's all this fucking flesh candy going around and shit like that. You get used to the fact that you're not gonna be able to touch it. It's not for you. You don't get to have it. Simple as that. But then you see something like this, and they're all covered up, and you don't know what's going on underneath it. And you know what? You want to know. You want to know. And it starts to become crazy. You start to get in your fucking head and you can't get it out of your head. You're like, what the fuck do you look like under there? What does your hair look like? Can I see your fucking ankles? Show me your fucking... It drives you crazy.
Yeah.
It drives you fucking crazy.
It's the sexiest 1800s bathing suit I've ever seen.
I'm just saying, maybe if the Muslim world would just start fucking having everybody run around naked, all the sexual repression would end and people would stop fucking brutally raping each other all the fucking time.
Honestly, though, this is way better for sun, having your skin covered. You don't get sunburns.
That's true. That's true.
You do that. You dress like it's 40 degrees when it's 90 degrees.
I was in
outside.
Miami wearing a fucking hoodie and long sleeves and shit. Didn't care. I wasn't getting a sunburn. My face got a little burnt though because I didn't have anything to cover it with. I wish I would have had
a little mystery is good, but when everything about you is a mystery, you're just driving me fucking crazy. You're making me go insane.
So you're saying...
I also really like Middle Eastern women too. I think
they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Mia Khalifa, dude.
Yeah, I can't hate on this girl. I can't understand what she's saying. If she was rapping about driving on or being able to drive in her country, that might be a little cringy. That could have been it. I don't know. But I'm not. I don't know. I can't find the cringe here. I just don't see it.
Looks like the song was set in celebration of them lifting the driving ban in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, maybe it was cringy.
Hey, good for no.
I mean, the beat was a little basic, but otherwise.
Well, yeah, it was.
No, and I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying that isn't well, fuck that fucking noise. It was
she didn't sound offbeat or anything. You know, it was mixed to a certain level. She sounded like she kind of ripped it. And she's like, yeah, I'm like, when she's a seatbelt thing, maybe she said something hard about it. Maybe it was tight. I'm just saying.
That was my thinking.
I don't know.
Well, also let's keep in mind if she's Saudi and she's doing this in Saudi Arabia, there's a really good chance that she could just arbitrarily be imprisoned and beaten by bearded virgins who were really oh, this will corrupt our society.
But if she is Saudi Arabian and she's doing this though, she's got 10 times more balls than all of us here combined.
She's got 85,000 Instagram followers.
Oh.
Based, dude. Based.
Well, was it? It was in Iraq recently. Like a number of like Insta models and I think like a singer or two were like gunned down and threatened and shit, weren't they?
I hope it wasn't her. Is she okay?
Dude, there's like hundreds of pictures on here, but yeah, the mystery remains in every picture.
Nothing wrong with that.
You got your mystery will never be solved, guys.
I don't need to see her naked to see her inner beauty. All right, she
Fuck seeing her naked. You don't even get to see her hair.
I don't need to see her hair. I saw inside of her soul.
I don't need to see her
through
naked
these-
in order to imagine what she looks like naked. And that's probably more fun than the real thing.
She just let us
No.
into her heart with this spirited rendition of seatbelt law.
Wait a second. Adidas? All right, clearly she's a Russian agent.
Oh.
Next.
Lisa
Not
Seal is her name.
I think so.
Lisa Seal? Yeah, I wanted to cringe. I really did. I was hoping it would be cringy, and it wasn't. This is 3 for 3 where I'm not cringe. Did something happen to me, Ben?
I know what happened to you because you were doing it with your typical little smirk on your face earlier when you're like, well, you know what? I'm just going to like all of these. You were saying that. You're like, what will I like about this one? Because you're doing the reverse psychology bullshit where you're like, actually, I'm going to say I like all these things now and therefore it won't bother me anymore.
When you were setting up the show, you played the beginning of that clip and I saw that guy's face and I said, I bet you I'm going to like this. I bet you I'm going to like this.
I know what you're doing.
I said
See,
that.
he's
I said
laughing
that.
because he knows. He knows.
Because when someone's that guy couldn't
All
have
these
that
kids at school make fun of me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just start making fun of myself, and then they can't do it anymore.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
This was not cringe. This was not cringe-worthy rap. This was not. It wasn't like none of this is like, oh my god, this is dope. But that's not what cringe is about. It's not about not being fucking tight. It's about making you physically ill when you watch a rap because it's so ridiculously fucked up. Like it's like
The old white church people.
The old white church people actually is not cringe. That's why Jesus Christ is my neighbor. It should be cringe, but it was designed. Obviously, they weren't actually rapping.
I think you just got too big a heart, Billy. I think you're too forgiving. You want to see the best in everyone.
No bullshit. Have you not seen me on just about every other segment? Every other cringe rap segment has like some seriously cringy shit to the point where I want to gouge my eyes out. Maybe
the last two I can remember watching with you, I remember there was one you really, really tried to like it. You wanted to. You even said so. You're like, I wish I could like this, but it's just bad. And it's like, you don't have to try, Billy. You can hate it from the get-go. We're on the fucking internet.
Don't fall for his act.
True cringe can't be covered up. Like I couldn't just watch a cringe rap and be like, oh no, this is good. I'm being edgy by how good this cringe rap is. I wouldn't be able to hide it. I wouldn't be able to hide it. Did you see me with Chris Chan? Not right before this segment. My fucking eyes were falling out and I was crying.
I don't remember that.
Well, let's watch more Chris Chan.
Okay.
Oh god damn it.
Hey, my warning. You get out of Equestria, you freaking Nazis.
No! He just tore up a picture of Hulk
Hang
Hogan.
on, that's Hollywood Hogan. What are you doing?
A few minutes later.
I'm gonna kick you all out of Equestria.
Out of Equestria?
It's some
You're
brony
kicked off
bullshit.
Brony Island.
Not the tree. No. He's disassembling it.
Why is he dressed like you, Ben?
Like me?
The long hair, the fucking hat.
Does that mean he's dressed like me?
I think this might be you.
Ben Chan.
But Jeff has long hair and a hat too.
His hat is more like your hat than Jeff's hat.
But
You
I
guys
have
different hats.
I have a few different kinds of hats.
And your long hair is bushier than Jeff's.
Bushier?
You're more like
Bushier.
Chan. You're more like Chris Chan.
This
than I'm
looks
like.
like you, Ben.
I'm more like Chris Chan.
This is Ben Chan. This is Chris Pie.
Hey, my warning. You
Pie
get out of
Chan?
Equestria,
Isn't
you
that
freaking
both
Nazis.
Asian end names? Chan and Pie? Like that's what
Not
Senpai?
really.
Ben Pie? Chris Chan? Oni Chan? Chris Chan?
You want to pull up people you look like?
I look like nobody.
Oh, dude, I get photos all the day.
Bullshit.
Every day.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Oh, yeah?
I don't believe it. He's got
Oh
your
my God.
irrational hatred for Hulk Hogan?
I don't hate Hulk Hogan.
Oh, you replace that with John Cena. It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, same thing, different era.
Yo.
I can't believe you don't see this, Ben. He's got your fucking tattoos on his arm.
Who's a
No, he
fat ass
doesn't.
now?
Yeah, they're covered up by the Adidas jacket. They're
He
there.
doesn't have tattoos.
Chris Benoit. My brothers, sisters, and I of Antifa, we will assure you freaking Nazis get the hell out of
It
Equestria
sounds like you,
now.
Ben.
Why are there Nazis in Equestria?
Because the Tinky Sparkles or Twinkle Sparkies or whatever.
I don't know the names of any of them.
Yeah, they want to
the
eradicate.
gassy sparkles.
Yeah, they want to eradicate gassy sparkles from Equestria.
It looks more like Billy.
Billy looks like Meatloaf. Yeah, I'll take that. Now we're doing.
And no,
gonna tear
no,
down
they
the
don't mean the singer.
ovens,
They don't mean the
goddammit. No more
singer.
Nazis
They
in
mean the nasty, fatty, meaty lump of
bullshit.
bread and meat on a plate. That's what they mean.
This does not look like Meatloaf, Ben.
Yes, it does.
No, this is my belly. This is real boy belly. This is not Meatloaf. God damn it!
I'd fuck it. I'd fuck it.
That's not exactly the high bar to set, but
no,
still.
No.
Yeah, you're talking just a moment ago. You'd like to fuck his festering nugina.
I don't know. I would not have sex with Chris.
That hat actually isn't like
bubble
mine
liquid.
because it's like poofy in the
Oh,
front.
it isn't like yours?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It
All right,
isn't.
all right, Detective Ben. I'll agree with you. It's nothing like you, Ben.
Thank you. I'm glad we agree. I'm glad we agree on that.
I'll be back. Asta.
Asta?
And now for something completely different. Ba-dum.
This is the sexiest Chris Chan's ever been.
And now?
Right
this
here?
picture right here.
Chris Chan's really mastering that squatting Slav aesthetic.
Damn.
He is.
He ran back in. He forgot his Kango.
I see you running away. I don't know, Grady. I see you running away. Johan, I see you running away. I don't know, Johan. Johan, I see you running away. I don't know what you Grady.
I don't know what's going on
I see
here.
you running away. I don't know, Grady.
This is all audio.
Shut up, you're driving crazy.
This is the kind of thing like
Man, that's what I'm
criminal investigators will listen to and just have to like sift through to find how to build a case against him.
I mean, he has been arrested a few times.
Oh yeah, there's that
Yes,
famous one
right.
of him assaulting GameStop employees.
Yeah, there was one of the GameStop employees. There was one where he was like inappropriately touching people. I think at a convention or something.
Yeah.
He pepper sprayed a GameStop employee. His mom, it was either him or his mom driving, tried to run over an employee with a car from GameStop. There was like this big GameStop battle going on. It's strange.
You know, I almost had an accidental run-in with Evan Lefevre the other day.
What do you mean run-in?
Well, so I you know, I do the roundup every month, and I find like these different videos from different weird wingnut areas of the internet, and this one person was just writing these crazy comments about this is the truth about reality, the truth about this Luciferian agenda, blah 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 blah. And like I clicked over and I saw that he had a couple of videos. I was like, well, maybe I'll watch one of those. Maybe I'll put one of those in the roundup. We'll see. And then I clicked on one, and this is like 5 minutes before I went live to see if that was going to go in. He had mirrored one of Evan Lefevre's videos. I'm like, what, my buddy Evan? Fuck yeah! And it totally changed my mood. I had a very positive night that night because I accidentally ran in to our friend, Evan
Friend
Lefevre.
forever. Evan Lefevre.
Friend forever, that's right.
You were
Yeah,
touched by the
Evanism-
hand of the biological father of Jesus Christ.
With an important
That's right. Dude, from being hyper aggressive to just being like super chill and happy. So
It's one of his gifts.
I fucking love Evan, man.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We are the world. We are the children.
Send me pictures of fat, disgusting people with curly hair that you think looks like Billy.
Why would you do that? Send Ben pictures of really hot chicks that you think would bang me. There.
That was a conversation killer, wasn't it?
I don't like being picked on. I don't like it.
Everybody's mind is going in their own directions now, and none of them are pretty.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah, okay. Big fat women look like me because I'm big and fat.
I was thinking to myself before that Chris Chan kind of looks
it's
like
usually
a grandpa
women too.
librarian.
But it's the one guy from American Idol or whatever. Oh, I remember when a kid came up to you and asked you if you were that guy
all
from
the time,
American
yeah.
Idol.
Yeah. But that's not even it, right? Like there's like memes out there of big fat ham planets. Half of them have juggalo face paint, the other half just have tits hanging over their belly buttons, and they all look like me, okay?
Who?
All the fucking ham planets. Big old fat pig looking Billy looking
Only if they have curly hair.
Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah, there's a lot of big fat fucking people that look the same because they have curly hair. You can't tell any other differences with somebody because they're fat. Oh, let's pick on Billy for being morbidly obese. Okay, good job. Funny times. I get it.
You're making the most sense now you've ever made. Oh.
Billy's a sweet boy, and I
How
love
about you
him.
guys send in fucking pictures of Ron Jeremy and we'll just compare them to Ben?
Or side-by-side examples.
You look like Ron
I
Jeremy.
can't grow a mustache like that.
You look like Ron Jeremy.
Side-by-side examples of Chris Chan and BENPAI.
Somebody in chat just said to me,
it's a spooky comparison. It's a spooky comparison.
Someone said to me, Billy looks like Pimp Monk.
No. What?
That's I know. I'm like, really?
There's no comparison there.
Literally, you must have facial blindness and just see fat people. They all look the same.
I have fat
Nobody-
blindness.
Yeah, I have fat blindness. All fat people look the
That's
same
where
to
the
me.
body positivity movement really needs to go. It's not so much like, everybody is beautiful as much as like, we don't all look the same. That's practically racist.
Dude, nobody looks like Pimp Monk. Pimp Monk is a fucking work of art. Like, I really believe that. I really believe. Some people are like, oh, haha, it's very fun. No, I'm legitimately serious about this. Pimp Monk is a fucking work of art. Nobody looks like Pimp Monk. Nobody acts like Pimp Monk. He is a fucking rare example of a unique human being.
Rare and beautiful creature.
Yeah, he's a rare and beautiful creature. Me, I'm like a big amalgam, a mishmash of a bunch of shit that all affected me and made up this fake persona of whoever the fuck I am now. But Pimp Monk, he's a fucking actual unique, specific human being. I'm in awe with the dude every time I talk with him. I think he's
Skeptical
amazing.
Jesus said Rosie O'Donnell. No, I don't see Rosie O'Donnell.
In you?
No, in you.
Oh.
Because Rosie O'Donnell doesn't have curly hair.
I just want to see a short video of a face merge, I don't know, was it Insta or Snapchat or whatever, just a face merge of you two, and it comes out to be Rosie O'Donnell.
Of me and him? That would be interesting.
Yeah, two of you, and then we'd say, "Oh, now I get it."
Someone merge our faces, and I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah,
it'll probably have.
Let's give them a
Terrified now.
front face profile, okay, Ben? All right, guys, get that screen cap in and merge these faces.
Get it going.
There we go. Okay,
this is gonna be beautiful.
It'll be like we procreated.
Yeah,
It'd be funny if actually it just turned out to be Pimp Monk somehow. Like, I don't see it. I don't get it.
If biomedical technology evolved to a certain point and you, Billy, and Ben could procreate, which one of you would carry the child to term?
Hold on. Which one of us would actually carry it?
I think.
Yeah.
How are we giving birth to it too?
This is what I think would happen.
That's not important.
That is very important.
I know exactly how this would work. I would poop it out, and then Ben would sit on the turd for like 9 months until it hatched. Yeah.
We'd have a shit baby.
Okay. Yeah. That's exactly how it would work.
Would it actually hatch, or would I just be sitting on shit?
We'll find out.
This must now be official Drunken Peasants lore, then, that all of you guys spawn and reproduce using eggs.
Not just eggs, turds.
Clatches.
Turds that hatch. Hatching turds.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, but cum's not the only thing that comes out dry. Drop a nice deuce with a nice
I didn't
hard
say it comes out
exterior to
dry.
protect the gelatin insides.
I said it's quick drying. It just dries quickly.
It's just like, basically I shit giant gel caps is what I'm saying.
It glistens for about 4 to
Time
7
release,
minutes. There's nothing wrong with that.
It glistens.
It glistens for a good 4 to 7 minutes, and by the 10-minute mark, it's just ready to be scraped away.
I'll start the timer when we get the next super chat.
Ladies and
That's why
gentlemen,
not only
boys
do
and
I
girls.
piss in the sink, but also why I drop deuces onto baking sheets and then cook them for 40 minutes at 350. It's turning to dust. You're welcome.
What do we have here? Get that Muslim rapper woman on the show. I don't know if she's available.
Let's get her on.
Yeah,
They can drive. They can drive, but they're not allowed to be on the internet yet.
Baby steps. Groucho snarks. Yeah, we heard that one about Chris Chan really mastering the squatting Slav aesthetic.
Gangsta.
Hypothesis $5. Ben and Billy should do the fusion pose from DBZ. I don't even know what that is.
It's weird. I'm not sure if we could do it because of our height disadvantage and my oval shaped body. It might not look right.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, go to full screen. We're gonna do this right now.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, I think a decision's been made.
I don't even know if I have it set up right now.
Billy's not even going to give a shit if you do it. He's just going to get up and do it himself.
I don't know if this is going to work.
Don't leave him hanging, Ben.
I think it's like something like this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Touch
Oh.
and our heads touch or something.
You gotta simulate docking with your fingers.
Are you twerking?
I don't think you're ready.
Everybody's twerking on the fucking internet.
Ready for this? My body's too bootylicious for you, babe. If that was the fusion dance, I don't know if it's not. I think that's what it is.
The fusion dance?
Yeah.
Or the fusion pose?
Yeah. Just Google it, man. It's all fuck over the place. You probably find yourself on like some lovely subreddit that tells you how to do it.
Everybody's saying that's not the fusion dance.
Just fucking counting down.
See, I don't know the dance. I just know how it ends with your hands touching, so I don't know the rest.
There's a dance?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, there is a dance. I remember that from the video game, actually. They do this weird, weebish anime sort of cheerleader pose thing, and then they do the finger touches, and then they turn into the same people. Why do I know that?
Somebody in chat said Billy is a pedo fork. I am intrigued by that diss. I don't know what the fuck that means.
What?
Someone in chat said Billy is a pedo fork.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Now I want to know.
Fork?
A pedo fork. One word. Pedo fork. Y'all gonna make me Google this shit. Am I gonna get flagged if my account's searching for pedo fork?
I'm gonna guess so.
Pedo fork. Encyclopedia Dramatica.
What about
it's a Christian thing. A pedo fork. Yeah, it just redirects to Christian. Billy, have you ever heard of the Tata towel, and would you use one? I have no idea what that is. Does it wipe your tits fucking dry?
Tata towel? Well, yeah, I guess that's what it...
Love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
PT Ham, you the man.
PT Ham is the man.
Love you too.
We're at 32% now. We've doubled our percentage.
Double, toilet trouble, bye. We don't die, we multiply. We babies, kids. Jeff, how you doing? Your mic's muted.
Yeah, you're muted. Can't hear you.
I'm apparently unmuted now.
Yeah.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I feel loose. I feel relaxed. Man.
Loosey goosey.
I just have fuck, man. I just have so much work I have to do like the next week. It's insane. And I have Red Dead Redemption 2, and I can't play it until I get all my work done. I'm so
that
pissed.
Sucks.
Yeah. But then by the time I get all of it done, I'm gonna have to start working on next week's videos, and I'm not gonna be able to play Red Dead Redemption 2 then either. So I don't even know why I bought it.
I bought this. I don't have a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't play games. I have an Xbox and a Switch that I never play. And I bought this because I was on a Skype call with Keemstar, and Colossal was crazy. And Colossal said it was
Colossal's cool. Keem.
Dick. Ben, look up. It's magic. 5-star. It's an ad for a crappy Chrome extension. He looks and sounds like Billy. What?
Oh.
What?
Let's
But,
see.
thank you, Swedo, for the donation. So basically, Colossal was saying it's like the best game he's ever played ever, and Colossal's like a pretty fucking big gamer. So I was like, and then Keem was like, it's gonna be the next big shit, and they sold me on it. Red Dead Redemption. I'm gonna play it. I probably wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't by Rockstar, because I know I like Rockstar games. They're fun. But
we'll have to add each other on PlayStation, Billy. I'll play with you.
Yeah, I have to make an account. I've never had a PlayStation account before. I don't know. I don't know
where this thing is. It's magic. I don't know.
It's magic 5-star is what he said. I don't know. It's an ad, he said. That might not even be available. Do you know what he's probably did? He's probably some hacker scammer that has an ad out there for something and just said he was waiting for you to have people send in something, and he's like, this is my time. And he's advertising his fucking new app. It's magic 5-star. Damn it.
I think Ben needs to buy Soul Calibur 6 on the PC so I can kick his ass at it.
Whoa.
Yep.
Will that be one of the steps in the Drunkathlon?
Maybe. I want a rematch that isn't fucking trivia so I can get owned by sports.
I think for the Drunkathlon, you guys should all come up with 20 competitions.
Yeah. The Drunkathlon and then Jeff's solo excuse cathlon afterwards.
Fuck off. Hey, I lost with grace, man. I lost and I admit I lost.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes,
You made excuses. You were like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna quit now, but it's not because I lost. It's actually because I'm gonna go get laid. And that was the first one.
But I did go get laid.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. You said you didn't.
Go get...
You said
no, I did.
You said you went.
Fine.
You went to go get laid, then you passed out instead. Is what I thought you said.
Yeah, that is what he said.
I woke up and then I got laid.
Oh, listen to this. Listen to this goalpost moving.
Whoa.
Shit. Fuck off. Still got laid.
Shit. And then it was because it was trivia, and then it was because it was sports, and then what was the other thing? There was is that supposed to be both of us combined?
That's what our baby would look like.
And then I find out you're telling people that I drink through an opaque glass, so maybe my drinks aren't real.
Who said that shit?
Oh wait. Oh no.
Nick's like, I don't think anybody said that.
Pat said that. Pat said that Jeff came to Fat Pat.
He's in Poisoning the Well. I don't know if you've heard of them before.
He came to me and he was like, he told me that you told him, watch out for Ben. He drinks from an opaque glass. So we don't even know.
I did not say that. I said
questioning
what I told Pat was, just in case, make sure he's drinking from a transparent glass. That way you guys have like the equal measures of booze, and then it's super fair. It's super fair. But I didn't really care that much. It wasn't that big of a deal. But I wasn't saying that you were cheating. I wasn't accusing you of cheating. I was just saying
I wouldn't be surprised if at this point you're running a doxing server against me, Jeff.
Too late, man.
Well, I guess we know next Sunday's entirety of YouTube will be filled up with. Well, let's get this going again.
You know, somebody just pointed out that in Pieville,
like Quickville.
In Pieville, there's a character called Billy the Pie, and he fights Braun Kelton. Brett Keane and Von Helton. Kelton and Billy the Pie. They're arch enemies in Pieville.
I will say, for the official record, I do concede that I was defeated. I was absolutely defeated. You were the better man in that contest, 100%. Which is why the next time that we compete, it'll be my contest, and then maybe I'll lose again. Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
This sounds like Bill Clinton apologizing for slavery. Little too late there, Billy.
I'm being amicable here.
So Swedo, I know. I'm just messing with you, Jeff. Swedo just linked it.
What video?
He just linked the YouTube URL. That's the one that's supposed to look like me.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to look like me. Belly the Pie, God damn it.
There was this one that people kept sending me, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. This is dumb. Because it was like there was some news report in Europe, and at the end, this super disgustingly ugly old gypsy lady with curly hair walks by the camera at the end. And people are like, this looks like Billy, ha ha ha. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to use that.
Oh, that's nice. That's good of you.
I know, but now that motherfucker says I look like Chris Chan, I'm going to play all of those shits that people send me.
Making him cry again.
I don't care.
You do look like Chris Chan.
Do I really? Chris Chan?
And you think like
You know,
him too.
Benjamin, I believe
can't
that you are
copy this.
committing a speech rap against young William
A
here.
speech
I do
rap?
not believe it is not very appropriate. You know, he is a rapist. You know, you
rapist?
must have respect for his rap ability.
He's very rappable, isn't he?
I can't even copy this. I can't copy the fucking link that he sent me.
Weird.
Because it's in Streamlabs, and when I try to click on it, it doesn't let me like copy it. It's really weird.
Everything.
Who is having the problems trying to copy? Maybe you need to learn some more skills.
Learn some more skills.
No.
Oh, daddy.
I love how when the clock gets counting down, you could just see the anticipation and everyone like, yep, oh, just funny faces, the JF impression, just throw it all out, just get rid of all the excess bits.
Somebody in chat said, Billy, why is your face so red? I just came back from Florida this weekend.
Yeah.
I soaked up some of that stupid sun on my pale white skin.
Hey, we're gonna get a lot more sun in Vegas, yeah?
Yeah. That's gonna be in January though, right?
January, yeah.
Yeah, there's not too much sun in January, is there?
In Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, because it's dry. It's the desert, so it's not cloudy really.
Yeah.
They just
It's
have
still
a way
pretty warm.
Yeah, they just have a way drier
Still gets
climate.
cold at night though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the desert is. The desert's pretty cold at night.
Have you locked down the dates yet, Jeff?
Snuggle. What's that?
Have you locked down the dates for it yet?
Yeah. I'll toss this to you tonight.
Cool. Toss them to me like salad, baby.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I want to thank again our YouTube Saints friends, Jeff and Nick. I always love having you guys on. It seems like it's just more fun when it's us versus our fucking immediate copycats. Yeah, you copied me and Ben, losers.
Hey, in fairness, I never even watched your show until after the first time I was on it. So
it's true. I was the one who like directly ripped it off. You know.
Fair. No, everybody check out the YouTube Saints, and we'll have more news for you tomorrow for the private show, and then we're going to be here Thursday for another regular show, and then Saturday I'm going to come from Seattle YouTube Day. I'm doing a panel there. I'm going to come straight after there to here to do the
I'm going to go to
bonus
Seattle
show.
YouTube Day and heckle Billy the Fridge. From
Dude,
the
that would be
crowd.
hilarious because it's like all these like professional, like I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an influencer.
An influencer, okay, yes.
And you're gonna be there like, Billy looks like a fat girl. Billy fucks like a fat girl.
Should I do that?
I don't care.
Oh my
I don't
God.
recommend it. I really don't recommend it. But what am I gonna do? Stop you from being a fucking asshole? I can't stop you from being an asshole.
No. No.
Anyways.
And we're going to do the post show after this. If you're a $10 patron or above, you get all the extra shit plus the post show. If you don't want to be a $10 patron, you can just sign up. You can click the join link down below and become a member, and you will catch the post show, which we're about to do in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Wee wee.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Bow, bow. Hey guys, I'm back here again in your ear, but I'm not in your computer because we got NordVPN. It's here to protect you. It's one of the most trusted online security solutions with thousands of servers in over 61 countries. NordVPN's Chrome browser is lightweight and user-friendly from the first click, and it secures your browsing in seconds. I use it to protect myself online. You protect yourself at home. Maybe you're in an open carry state. You protect yourself. I don't know. Why don't you do it online? Get the NordVPN right now at nordvpn.com/peasants and use code peasants, PEASANTS, to get 66% off of the 2-year plan. Or text peasants to 900-900. There's no excuse not to do it. Do it.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.